It's another edition of KFC Radio brought to you by Truly Hard Seltzer, the perfect cocktail when you want to sip on something, you don't want to load up on beer, you don't want to drink anything, you don't want to rip shots of liquor, you don't want to just sip on wine. A nice spiked seltzer, it's refreshing.
You know what I'm excited
easy to
for
drink.
this year? Because the spiked seltzer craze, and Truly in particular, have become
Kind of a craze.
Have become more of a Barstool staple through the summer. I haven't had one on the mountain.
Ooh.
Looking forward to a mountain bevy.
The après ski is the only ski in my mind. What does it actually mean? Like after ski?
Yeah,
right?
it's not super fancy.
To me, it's like that's the only ski there is. Like there's a before ski, a buffet ski or some shit. No. I ain't doing the skiing. I just want to do the drinking. And this.
Yeah, pop them in your backpack. Do them on the mountain. Why not?
Do it on the mountain, do it in the hot tub.
Ooh.
Just do it in the cabin when other people go skiing.
Do it for breakfast.
Why not? For breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Yeah, have a nice pomegranate Truly for breakfast.
I like the wild
not?
berry personally.
Wild berry, that's mine as well.
Blueberry, how do you say that word? Acai.
I say acai.
Acai.
But I don't think it's right. I think it's acai.
I think it's acai, but see, the thing about it is I think it's acai, but if it's not and you're running around saying acai, you're an
I
idiot.
definitely think it's a kai.
Yeah, I don't think it
wrong,
is.
wrong.
I think it's just,
it's not a kai. It doesn't matter how you say it. You sound like a dickhead.
Yeah, so
You
true.
can say it however you want.
Yeah,
like
blueberry,
acai. Doesn't matter. You sound like a shitbag.
Either way, they got a bunch of different flavors, and it's not just the warm weather. It can be a wintertime drink. You got the holiday. As long as it gets you there, as long as it's refreshing and takes the edge off, I'll drink it all year round at any sort of event, any gathering. 100 calories too, so you won't be fat, which is good because I am. So you won't be fat. 5% ABV, so you're gonna get a little buzz on. They got the citrus pack, the berry pack, the tropical pack. And I personally like the watermelon kiwi, too. That's a refreshing flavor you don't get very often. So get yourself some Truly Hard Seltzer. It's Thanksgiving week, baby. We got a monster episode for you. A couple interviews, a bunch of voicemails, and a partridge and a motherfucking pear tree. What are you thankful for, John?
5 o'clock.
Yeah, this day, today, I did 4 interviews, 2 hours of radio, a rundown, and a podcast.
Well,
that's obnoxious. That's stupid is what it is.
It's a lot.
That is a lot.
I didn't even mean today in particular. I mean, I'm always just thankful for
just
5
o'clock.
5 o'clock I'm thankful for. 5 o'clock is probably the thing I'm most thankful for in life.
That's so true. That's poetic.
Thank you.
You know what we need? One of those those whistles like where you work in like a coal mine or some shit.
Yeah.
We need that for like the blog world though.
Yeah, dude, just for
5 o'clock.
You need it for the homeless guys need a 5 o'clock.
Yeah,
just dude, it's 5.
All right,
like,
time
fucking
to
right.
shoot up.
Fucking
Whatever.
right. It's 5 o'clock. Fucking right, baby. Hell yeah.
I mean
been out here grinding on the street corner since 7 a.m.
Nah, I'm
5
not gonna.
o'clock, baby.
But that might mean I don't take any more money home because I'm done with my panhandling. But I ain't doing it anymore. It's quitting time. There's a reason why that it's 5 o'clock somewhere phrase fucking is everywhere.
It's a great one.
Is that Jimmy Buffett? Did he invent that? Or
Jimmy
did they just,
Buffett
adopt
and
that,
I don't know if I don't know if it's. I would guess he adopted it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's Alan Jackson is the 5 o'clock somewhere. No. Yeah. Jimmy Buffett and Alan Jackson is 5 o'clock somewhere.
Turned into the kombucha girl.
Yeah. Wait. Yep. No. Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm right on that one. But yeah, I think that's the thing I'm most thankful for in life is 5 o'clock.
I am most thankful this year for hypothetical questions.
Another good one.
Would you rather?
I'm thankful for those every year.
Yeah.
This year in particular is a 5 o'clock year for me. But yeah, I'm
for dumb internet questions.
We're very lucky people.
We are. We're no, you know what? We're very opportunistic people. Because those questions have been there.
That sounds
rapey.
Like a very. I wasn't gonna say rapey. I was gonna say predatory, but I didn't mean that in a rapey sense. I just meant like it's you can be a predator without having non-consensual sex with someone. I think
you can be.
But, sexual predators are those ones,
right? But like, unfortunately, I hear the word predator now. It's like I ain't thinking about hockey, and I ain't talking about planet Earth.
I actually think Predators the Nashville second. I do think like. I think someone who attacks.
I think of intergalactic bounty hunters.
I have not been poisoned. My well has not been poisoned with the Me Too era where like that controls every thought of mine.
Spoken like a predator.
It's just like, I'm like, yeah, it's Nashville.
Definitely not.
No, it's not one. It's not one. But just, I don't know. I think maybe I just see it's all one. It's like it's got like the body of Harvey Weinstein and the head of the predator, and it's got yellow arms.
Trig, make me a predator. The predator, capital P. All of the predators.
There's a fucking.
And he's reaching under his desk to push a button to close.
Yeah,
the
there's
door.
a fake tree in the corner, a fake bush, and then it's got the legs of a lion. That's what I think when I hear predator.
I love it. That whole thing jerking off into a pot. I love it. Unreal. But no, I'm saying like we took we took it and turned it into something that it's turned out to be quite good for business. So that's what I'm thankful for.
I am as well.
For the fans and the listeners and the callers. This should be the year, by the way. I think we should lead the charge. We're gonna do truly year round, stuffing year round.
I
don't you?
No,
disparage the good name of
heavens.
of
No,
stuffing.
you know me better than this.
Why should it not be at least a winter meal all year round, all winter, every winter?
Yeah, I don't.
You know,
this is. Have I divulged my business idea yet?
No.
The one we were gonna create a chain restaurant called Regions.
No, I like it.
And it's just the best foods from every region.
Yes.
Like every region's got great food. Like, why can't I get a Chicago beef here?
Yes.
Why can't I get steak tips here? Why can't I get cheeseburger sub here?
The Philly cheesesteak is the craziest thing to me because it's just the simplest sandwich in the world, and Philadelphia is the only people who fucking do it right. Yeah. It's just like, why? Why?
I don't like that I said that aloud. Well, I was never gonna do it anyway. But
you can't open a restaurant, but boy, that's good.
Right? It's a national chain. It goes everywhere.
Some things make sense. Like if you can't get like fresh seafood in like a certain place, fine. Like you're not gonna get like Maine lobster or something. But like the rest of the shit is fucking. You can do it.
You can do it. I want a coffee milk right now. Why can't I get a coffee milk?
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, this is my point. This is my point right here.
What about Seinfeld? What's the deal with coffee milk?
What about my cohogs? Like a stuffy? I'd kill for a stuffy right now.
I don't even know. Is that like a stuffed clam?
Yeah, stuffed clam. It's got stuff with like chorizo and fucking stuffing.
Stuffing, yeah. Breadcrumbs, right?
It's full of stuffing.
Yeah.
It's a clam with stuffing and chorizo in it. You can't even taste the clam. It's the best.
Yeah, that's the best part of the clam is everything but the clam.
Yeah. It's actually, shout out Rhode Island. We do stuffing year round. Stuffies are year round food.
You said do.
We do. We do stuffing year round.
Regions. Wow. What else would be in there?
I'm an idea guy, not a fucking numbers or logistics guy. You figure it out.
New York pizza, Philly cheesesteak, Chicago beef. I guess you could throw the Chicago style pizza in there. People something like that.
Steak tips.
Like we need like
cheeseburger subs.
You need good like Tex-Mex good like tacos from like Southwest.
But like the thing is too, like I wouldn't even
fucking phone. Did you guys hear that? John's phone is broken. And every time it goes off,
definitely.
It is insane that you of all people haven't fixed that yet.
Why would I fix it?
Because I can't believe you're not like embarrassed by this.
On brand that I wouldn't fix this.
Not when it's causing a scene.
This is the first day it's caused a scene.
Well,
but
quite a large one.
I don't even know what else would be in it because I haven't been to those. I got to get people from everywhere. I'd be like, this is what we do.
Some Southern barbecue.
But I think that's too well known. I think it's just some shit I don't even know about. Like, you didn't know about stuffies. You didn't know about chocolate milk, coffee milk. You didn't know about steak tips. You didn't know about cheeseburger subs. Like, that's all. That's my shop.
Steak tips is really crazy to me.
Steak tips is crazy.
It's just like chopped up steaks.
It's
just like cut up the steak differently, and Jared will eat it. It's crazy.
It's unbelievable. I need representatives from every region.
But to be honest, I think we like hit them all.
Huh?
I think we just hit everything.
Nah, that's what you think, but just because you're not from there. Like,
I know.
You would think like, the Northeast, we got it. But guess what? There's probably some shit in Maryland I don't know about. We're not doing. We're right. We're not
seasoning and shit like that.
We're not doing crab. Okay, we're not doing that.
Yeah, because that's tough.
Also, soft shell crab. You guys are disgusting.
I mean, that is disgusting. I remember vividly. I got that when I was like a younger kid, and I realized I like lobster and crab and all that shit. I ordered one, not understanding the difference between the two. I was just like, okay, crab, sure. And my uncle was like, it's soft shell. You sure you want that? I'm like, yeah. And that was the most disgusting thing I've ever had.
I was like, what do you mean I eat the whole thing?
The whole thing? What?
It's got a fucking protective. It's got a shell to protect it from predators.
It's soft.
And I'm just gonna eat it?
No, I'm trying to get fucked by those predators.
Yeah.
No, that's disgusting.
I would like maybe some help from people. I don't know what other foods I need to know about for the restaurant that I'm not gonna open.
Just a little local bits.
Yeah. There's some stuff out there that and you just go and the menu is a map.
Yep.
And it's got all the fucking.
Like, I'd like to order from here.
I want that one. I want
map.
that stuff down there. That's and guess what? You can get some fucking Pacific Northwest and some New England and some Southern with. If you that's what you want, that's what you want. You can get it.
As long as you can. There's got to be some reason why you can't, right? Like why? Again, let's take the cheesesteak because it's just as simple as can be. Steak, cheese, bread. Like why can we not? Is it just that people don't do it, or is there like we can't get that type of steak?
Oh, it's where they don't
somewhere
do
else.
But also the cheesesteak, I don't think is a good example because I do think the cheesesteak's a pretty popular one, right? You can get cheesesteak anywhere.
Where?
I mean, New England, you can get cheesesteaks. You get cheesesteaks here.
Where?
I feel like I get a steak and cheese anywhere. We call them steak and cheese in New England, not cheesesteak.
I mean, I don't know. I can't.
I mean, we've ordered steak and cheeses before.
From where?
I don't know, Shorty's.
Shorty's is here. Yeah, I'll give you Shorty's. I feel like it needs to be more like that is like the Philly spot opened in New York.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
It needs to be you can get at New York restaurants. You can get these things.
Just make a steak and cheese.
But it's like, yeah, if they opened up a place they can get those things like sent here or sent from Philly, or whatever. Why don't you all fucking do it?
Yeah,
it's insane.
I think when we don't create this restaurant, we'll make some waves.
John Taffer. Let's talk to John Taffer.
Oh, let's talk to Taffy, baby.
He'll probably be like, you guys are so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
For some
That's
reason,
not how distribution routes run.
Yeah, for some reason,
make them run that way.
For some reason, this is dumb. I know that.
I don't think it is.
No, but I agree. But like, someone's gonna be like, there's gonna be like a no, you idiots, and I'm gonna be like, oh, okay.
No, I don't think this is gonna happen. As long as we're staying, again, I think we both acknowledge seafood is a little different, bit of a different animal.
Right.
Although there are red lobsters in fucking Ohio, like it won't be the best fucking lobster salad you ever had in your life.
Right.
But
It can't be like, well, yeah, you can get coffee milk here, whatever that is, and it sucks. It's got to be like good enough that like the locals would be like, yeah.
But I think it's all every region has like their thing where gumbo.
Yeah.
Gumbo, jambalaya. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, that's going to be in there.
By the way, I could not even tell you one ingredient of gumbo and jambalaya. Not
rice.
Okay. Didn't even
shrimp.
know that.
I think there's some shrimp in there.
Yeah.
Some spicy sausages. I'm going to get some
this guy knows.
tonight. Yeah, I mean, there's just shit. There's shit all over the place. Even if like it's so good, but for some reason kept secret, even if you have a mediocre one, you're like, ooh, this is pretty fucking good stuff. I guarantee you that.
It's a good idea.
All I have.
All you have is ideas.
I'm like the Joker. Like, you keep asking about negative thoughts. All I have are negative thoughts, but also good ideas.
I want your Thanksgiving power rankings for food real quick. Thanksgiving brought to you by Stitch Fix. You want to look casual, you want to look sophisticated, you want to look playful, whatever it is. Stitch Fix playful. If someone ever said like, yeah, what's your style, and they said playful, you gotta lock them up. That's a weird thing to say. But any of those, Stitch Fix has a expert personal stylist that can help you look your best. What Stitch Fix does is it mails you a box of several items of clothing each month based on your personal style and your size and what's in season and what's on trend. And it mails it directly to your door, so you don't have to go shopping. You don't have to worry about picking things out yourself. And you can keep everything in the box. You can keep nothing in the box. You can keep one item, two items, whatever you desire, and you only pay for what you keep. It's less one size fits all and more this fits your personal style. And right now you can get a box with just a $20 fee for styling automatically applied towards anything you keep. And when you go to stitchfix.com/KFC, you get an extra 25% off if you keep everything in that box. So you go to stitchfix.com/KFC, you answer some questions, you click on some other examples of clothing. I like this, I don't like this, I like this, I like this, I don't like this, and it curates the type of clothes you would like. They'll start mailing them to you. There's no long-term commitment. You can stop it as soon as you want, and shipping, exchanges, and returns are always for free. Keep what you want. Don't pay for anything you don't want, and 25% off when you keep everything in your box. Go to stitchfix.com/KFC. Lowering the bar. Vibs did it in a video the other day, power ranking your Thanksgiving dishes.
Okay.
Just give me your top three.
Top three.
Yeah.
Oof. It's pretty simple, but it's also I give you my top four easily.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 1, stuffing, cranberry sauce, turkey. There's something been happening online recently, and it's
the anti-turkey movement.
It's a disparaging of turkey. And I don't understand it.
I'm kind of with
it. Why?
I just don't need
turkey's like really, really good.
It's all right. It's not really
when
good.
you mix it all, like a Thanksgiving dish is really, really good. And turkey, there have been two things happening online recently that I do not care for. One, the disparaging of turkey. Two, the disparaging of Jim from The Office. And it's not. They're both equally nonsense. They're humongously important pieces.
Yeah.
The whole thing doesn't work without them. God damn it, that was amazing how I just did that. Wow, baby. Yeah! That was another point I wanted to bring up today, and I just roped it right in.
Right in there.
It fits perfectly. It's not the star, but it's a humongously important piece that's good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now that you said that, I almost feel like I have to agree with the turkey take. But I can do Thanksgiving dinner without the turkey. I can't do The Office without Jim. And nobody else can either. So fuck off if you're trying to just I mean, The Office has gone through every iteration of love and hate. It's the best show ever. No, it's overrated. It's complicated. No, it's not complicated. Steve Carell is funny. No, he's problematic. Pam is a fucking bitch. No, she's one of the best couples ever. Now they're doing it with Jim Halpert. It's
part of the. I think it was. I forget who had it. What website? It might have been Esquire or something like that. But it was like John Krasinski's always been a cop, and it was like about Jack Ryan, but referencing all of his Jim things. And it's like oh, he stole a fiance's. A fiance's fiance, I guess. No, he didn't. That other fiance lost his fiance.
Right. Roy was a fucking dick.
Yeah, he's an absolute asshole.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, he was Dwight's bully. No, Dwight was a psychopath. First of all, they respected each other, and they liked.
They were worthy opponents.
They were like, it's a fucking comedy. You don't break it down that much.
But
Jim was a good guy.
It's funny if you do it like once or twice. You know what I mean? Like it's like. Let's really examine this. And you look at it from a different angle, and it's like, oh yeah, that guy was like a bad person. It's like, okay, fine. You do it with every character. It's a testament to how good and long The Office has been around. Right. That it's like, we can dissect even the bit characters to an annoying extent. But the turkey, John, the turkey's not necessary. I don't understand why. Like,
what do you mean it's not necessary? None of it's necessary, really.
I mean, I think you can just have all the sides and be completely satisfied.
I think you do that with almost every meal.
Right. So. Turkey's
really good.
I think if you don't have mashed potatoes, it's not going to be that good of a Thanksgiving meal.
Totally.
I think if you don't have stuffing, it's not going to be a Thanksgiving meal.
You could take it or leave it. You could take one item from any Thanksgiving plate. You can still have it. It's still really good without it. You could take mashed potatoes away as long as you still have like squash and.
Put it this way. I would be very disappointed if there's no mashed potatoes and no stuffing and no. I'd be poor people, white trash, cranberry. I would not be very disappointed if there was no turkey.
I'd be very disappointed. I would be very, very disappointed. It's delicious. If it's cooked right, turkey's delicious. Yeah, some of you fucking,
like the crispy skin.
Some of you fucking poors out here like, oh, it's so dry. Now if you cook it right, you dumb bitch.
Yeah.
Get a good mom for fuck's sake.
Actually, I'll tell you what. I think it's more the gravy than the turkey.
Yeah,
you gotta make sure you cook good gravy.
Maybe gravy's the most important part of a Thanksgiving meal
because that slops it all together.
You just get it all together, chop it all up. I don't even know what I'm eating half the time.
I don't. It's like it looks like a massacre. It's got like it looks like a dead body mashed up because you got like the red in there from the cranberry and the turkey looks like fucking flesh, and then you got the mush in there from. I'm just eating up whatever.
Yeah, and it's so.
But
good.
I just don't need the turkey.
But I think.
But when it's there and it's cooked good, it's delicious. I don't need it. No,
you need a protein in your meal, and I don't even mean that for health reasons. I just mean like that's what makes a meal. I don't mean like you need to break down the fucking fats or whatever the hell.
Like give me a filet mignon, I'd be happy.
Oh yeah, you could, but now
like when people do like filet mignon for Christmas, like let's do it for.
But you can't. The beauty of the turkey.
You can't mix it all up.
Is you can't mix up a filet mignon like that. The turkey mixes up perfectly. So I love a turkey chili. Turkey's great to kind of just slice and dice and mix up, and it's got a nice texture to it that you can fucking enjoy the meal. Stop disparaging turkey.
When you look at a live turkey, I mean, that's disgusting. Like when you see their like gobbly neck and their feathers and their all that weird like floppy, it looks like they just have like testicles hanging from their head, and you're really gonna kill them.
I don't eat his head.
Yeah, thank God we just chopped those things off.
Yeah.
Fucking
let him run around a
bit. Eats those. I feel like we need to not worry so much about the turkey, and we need to start eating stuffing a little more often.
Yeah, we'll come around. Come up this summer.
Yeah, I mean, like breadcrumb stuffing and different things is like I want to.
Do you like the stuffing? SVP was tweeting this the other day, which I did not care for. SVP said stuffing, if you cook it in the turkey, is disgusting, which I completely disagree with.
I don't know if I really know
I guess I only know being cooked in the turkey.
I'm
I'm so fucking gassed up for Thanksgiving. Hell yeah.
I'm super poor people when it comes to Thanksgiving. Like I like the fake cranberry. I like the stovetop stuffing. I don't need like when you put like the sausage and the weird stuff into the stuffing. I don't need all that. I probably do all that.
We always have both. We always have the higher class version of things, I guess, and we always have the trash version.
I like Pillsbury crescent rolls, ocean spray cranberry, stovetop stuffing. I'm a happy man.
I can fuck with that. Yeah, I'd be down.
And those
with
are
that.
things we should just eat all year round.
Crescent rolls are dope.
I mean, I could eat 30 of those and you're done.
You just put the motherfucking butter in there. I fuck that thing.
I would put my dick inside that. I'm gonna just fuck the bowl of crescent rolls this year. I'm gonna fuck them.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah. Your meal's ruined. I'm definitely going to fuck him. All right, who do we have on the show today? We got Samantha B., funny comedian from Full Frontal, and she's got a new app out talking politics. And we got The Situation.
Sitch.
Who is... I'm so happy that guy's home. I like that guy a lot. He's not a real human. He is a complete cartoon character. Can we do... I almost need somebody to make a situation count. He said the word situation.
Oh, yeah.
22 times.
It was, if we're still
interview.
bringing up The Office, it's like when Michael kept saying manager or manage to Joe when she was trying to decide if it was going to be Jim or Mike and who would be the manager.
Like planting.
I can manage it. We'll see if we can manage it. See who manages.
Like he says, it's the situation. We got a situation, but then also he'll just be like, so like I had a situation at work, and like he just uses the word constantly. Yeah. It's unbelievable, just planting that seed. So we got a couple monster interviews for you. But first, we'll get into our. John has two hockey announcements.
Yes.
Brought to you by Omaha. It's gift giving season, baby. And honestly, we should start this earlier, and you could have the Omaha steaks for Thanksgiving dinner. But it's big for Christmas. It's big. It's a good gift to get for your father or your uncle or your brother or your mother or your sister or your auntie. Women can like this stuff too. You can get it for your goddamn self for all I care, because it is a staggering amount of quality meat delivered right to your house for a very low price. So what you can do is go to omahasteaks.com, use the promo code KFC, and you are going to get 4 bacon wrap filet mignons, the most tender steak in the world, 4 savory premium pork chops. You've been eating pork chops, right?
I've recently turned a corner on pork chops. I did not care for them as a younger child.
You get like a thick pork chop with some like hot peppers as like the
applesauce.
Yeah, that's pork chops and applesauce are like a combo that is.
It doesn't make sense, but delicious.
So good. You get the 4 perfectly browned potatoes au gratin, 4 Omaha steak burgers, 4 made from scratch caramel apple tartlets, the signature seasoning, plus a 6-piece cutlery set and cutting board for just $69.99. So you're gonna get the a nice set of cutlery, the cutting board, all that food for under $70. It's the favorite gift for the holiday season when you go to omahasteaks.com. Use the promo code KFC. What do you got for me in the hockey world, Johnny?
Well, first of all, we got big news in the Barstool hockey world, which is we are launching the Barstool Sports Pond Hockey Tournament.
What?
Which is going to be big fire, quite literally. However awesome you think it's going to be so much more awesome. It's February 21st. Let me get the exact dates here. I believe it's February 21st in New Hampshire, Lake Winnipesaukee, and February 28th, I think, so Lake Winnipesaukee, New Hampshire is February 21st and 22nd. Lake Muskoka in Gravenhurst, Ontario, outside Toronto, is February 20th and 29th.
Oh, we're going to Canada with this shit?
Yeah, buddy, international's a bitch. And first day's opening ceremony, second day is an all-day tournament. It's 4-on-4, 4 divisions, 8 persons per team, 8 people per team, all co-ed. December 16th registration. It's like one of those like spectators are encouraged, and they're both in like stoolie territory. Yeah. So there will be spectators be out. There will be bars on the ice. There will be red carpets. We're gonna have like press conferences. It's gonna be fucking sick. We have the Barstool team. I think Whit and Biz are gonna coach us. Maybe rear ad. People are tripping like, why don't you have them on the team? I don't know. So they fucking run your show, you idiots. Yeah. They're fucking professional hockey players. What are you fucking talking about? Like, I don't know. They'll play 2 against all fucking 4 of you and win.
They should have to play with like they don't get to wear skates or something. Like
Yeah.
that. They have to like run on their like.
Oh, you think we didn't want Biz and Wit on our fucking team? Yeah, we did. We'd win. the joke of Barstool is when we lose and we embarrass ourselves.
Yep.
Even our team now is pretty fucking stacked still. We have 2 Division I hockey players, 1 national champion.
Who's it? We got Rudy, YP,
Riggs, Grinnell, me, and then we Erica is not playing with us. Erica's playing with her police officer friends, which is bullshit.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah, he was like, nah, I don't think so. She might lace him up with us too. But we had a couple of spots to fill. I think we're trying to find maybe a couple people who are like just absolutely not hockey players.
Yeah.
Your name was thrown out. I said Kevin will die.
That ain't happening.
I don't know, maybe Glenny.
Is it like can you like check and shit?
No.
Okay.
No. It's been fun hockey.
Yeah.
But it's so cool. Like we had like the 8 across. I think both locations have sets of 7 sheets of ice or something like that. We're gonna have games to play for the spectators that are there. One I'm pushing for is just longest shot, because you never get to do that. Maybe to see how far you can just rip a puck.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know how much I don't know. You can't Zamboni a fucking lake. I don't know how much like space you'll have to clear out for that. But we are working on games. We'll probably have like a goalie challenge with Dave type, not with Dave, but like
goalie type of challenge.
Yeah, goalie challenge type deal. Got a bunch of stuff like I said, live bars, live bands. It's gonna be fucking it's gonna be like a fucking fun ass day.
The video went viral the other day. One of those like satisfying videos accounts, and it was pond hockey skating around, and I was like, is this fucking real?
Yeah.
I mean, when you're outside like that, it's a scene.
It's fucking so dude. Pond hockey is the absolute best. It's so much fun. It's like so. We've already used this word earlier in the show, but like so primal. Like it's just like you fucking like
outdoors,
pop some skates on your stick, throw it over your shoulder like a hobo, walk through the woods to a lake. Like, that's what we used to do when I was a kid.
I wish you fell through.
You wish I fell through?
Yeah.
Like when I was a kid?
Yeah.
Come on, what's that about?
That's funny.
I'd be like autistic now or something.
Yeah, that's true.
More autistic.
You're like half brain dead.
Yeah.
For too long.
I don't know if that's autism, but I apologize to the autistic listeners if that's what it was. You know what I meant.
I definitely don't think that's all autism was.
I mean, what? If vaccinations cause it, why doesn't cold water? I covered that up real nice.
When is that? February 21st?
February 21st, 22nd is Lake Winnipesaukee. February 28th and 29th is outside Toronto. February is going to be a bitch between Super Bowl week, those 2 weeks. It's that's all of February.
From you got the extreme South Beach to Toronto.
But it's gonna be awesome. Registration is December 16th, as I understand it, mid-December. I mean, it's like the Barcelona Classic. It's going to sell out in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So make sure you're ready on December 16th. It's going to be very fun.
Now, if you've got such good hockey ideas for amateurs, what do you got for the pros?
Well, I had this idea over the weekend, and it's something I've discussed before. And I think I fixed the NHL. I think I did it. It was me and Jay Danahy have actually talked about this before, where it's so football has Thanksgiving, right?
Yep.
Belongs to football.
Yep.
Christmas has the NBA. Or the NBA has Christmas. That's just what
Yep. They own that day.
10 a.m. I think games start at 10 a.m. or something like that.
It's crazy.
Well, whatever. It feels like 10 a.m. Maybe it's because I
think it's a noon tip off, but it plays all night long. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's every single day. Hockey and soccer are so linked because they're so similar in the sense that like people don't really care about the sport until it's international or a tournament.
Yep.
And that's when people are like, I'm in. I love this.
Mm-hmm.
Also, hockey tournaments have like holiday tournaments have long been a thing. If you grew up playing hockey, like you always had Halloween tournaments, you had Christmas tournaments, you had Thanksgiving tournaments. You'd always have some kind of tournament on the holidays. The NBA, what made me think of it and become more a larger advocate for it is the NBA is starting some form of in-season tournament.
Because they're brilliant.
And because they do smart things.
The envelope.
The NHL is just like stupid. If you don't it should be like a 2-week tournament, something along those lines, and is round robin, one loss elimination.
Mm-hmm.
The championship game is the Winter Classic. Have like 4 or 5 days off before that, so like you can get at least some fans. The Winter Classic's an event enough where people will buy tickets to it.
Yeah.
But especially if it's like it essentially become a mini Super Bowl of sorts.
Okay.
Right? Obviously nowhere near that level, but like fans will go because they know 2 good teams are going to play outside today, and then you have a couple of days for fans to scramble and be like, oh fuck, you know what? We'll do this for New Year's. So I have a little bit of longer layoff between that game, but then that's your championship game of the NHL Winter Tournament, the NHL Holiday Tournament, whatever you want to call it. People would care about that.
Yeah.
That would absolutely rope people in. That would get people involved. Do it like the FA Cup. Like that's what they do in the EPL.
What you always do is get the players to be interested. So it needs to be like a prize.
Yeah, you have it's not the Stanley Cup, right? It's not like the FA Cup. People care about winning the FA Cup.
Yeah.
It's not
because the players are into the fans will follow.
But it's like it's just the like we won. Like that's we won a tournament. That's a cool thing to do. Maybe we don't win the whole thing this year, but this is cool. It's not like people will maybe you don't hang up banners or anything like that because people make fun of that, whatever. But like, yeah, no, you do. People hang up banners for division championships. Hang up a banner. You won the tournament. You won the tournament this year, whatever you call it. I think that would be a very popular thing. And I had some people online tell me like, that already exists, dude. It's called the World Junior Championship. Really? Do the Boston Bruins play in the World Junior Championship?
The juniors playing that. Nobody fucking cares about that.
I'm not saying I invented hockey tournaments. Yeah. I know the World Junior Championship exists. It's not this fucking tournament.
I don't care about the juniors.
Right. I
care about the pros.
I want to watch the Bruins play. I want to watch Canadians play.
Yeah.
I think if you just did it randomized, no seedings, no nothing. Randomized, totally like the FA Cup does, and that's fucking people tune into that shit. I guarantee you, people will tune into that. shit.
Hockey fans should love this.
If you really want to do it like the FA Cup does, which is basically any team can make the FA Cup.
Right. So you could have
you start with the beer leagues.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then,
that I love.
Add in college teams once that tournament comes to an end, and then you all right, the winner of that tournament, you're in the college.
Catch something. Let's catch some lightning in a bottle, and you got some schmucks playing the pros.
Right. That would be even if an AHL team makes it to the NHL round. Or fucking BC,
that would be a story.
or Minnesota Duluth,
the bean pot
right?
or whatever. Yeah,
someone comes in there that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You get your show run,
right?
But
just getting there,
it's a fucking cool ass story. It gets people watching. Gary Bettman, you're such a goddamn fucking idiot.
He's the
sorry
worst.
for pounding the table, but you're a goddamn moron, and it's very infuriating. And I really think that would be so fucking cool. And I think people would really care about it if you just did it like. You would own like football owns Thanksgiving and like NBA owns Thanksgiving.
A little bit of a holiday.
You would own a 2-week stretch.
A part of the year.
Fuck, this is interesting.
Yeah.
It's you talk about and maybe there's an incentive for the players. You get a bonus. You win, right?
Yeah.
Whatever it is. But I do think people care about winning the FA Cup. I do think if it's just marketed right, players want to win, right? If it's not
just some prestige. If you can attach some prestige, it's hard to fabricate those things. You see with the World Baseball Classic and stuff like that. You got to just get the players to buy into it. If the players are like, "This is awesome that I won that," then the next guy's like, "Well, I want to win it next." You know? It's when that you force that upon people. That's when they're like, "Well, I'm just."
And if you get people to care, then guess what? You have a fucking bunch of playoff hockey, which everyone always says is the best sport. Right? Like, playoff hockey, can't be playoff hockey. Well, guess what? Now you have it in the middle of the season. People pay attention halfway through the year. Maybe pick up on a team. Maybe pick up a new fans here. Or maybe they just watch for those 2 weeks.
Hockey should just try anything,
What do you have to lose, Gary?
Go back to being like the fourth-rated sport, The problem is Gary Bettman's still just sitting around wondering what he's going to do when the New York Islanders never lose another hockey game. Shout out to Frankie Borelli.
Frankie Borelli's on an odd one.
Frankie is so funny because every response he has right now is the Islanders.
Yeah.
What was that about, Frank? He's like, well, the Islanders haven't lost a game in a while, so that's why. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
He was dying earlier today. I think he was choking on a seed maybe or something like that. Beat red. And I had missed the actual choking, so I just caught the after effects. I was like, Frankie, are you okay, dude? He's like, Islanders haven't lost in 2 months. I'll be all right. I'll be all right.
What'd you say? The Islanders, they lost this October 11th. October 11th, KFC.
He's a fucking right. I love Frankie.
You're saving hockey, John. From the little people at Lake Winnipesaukee all the way up to the pros.
Look, we win Lake
because he's an ideas man. Hire him, Bettman.
Win Lake Winnipesaukee tournament. Maybe we'll get you in the hockey tournament to 2020.
Hey. Maybe that could be it. That could be the first round is like Barstool Pond Hockey gets you a bid to play in the NHL tournament in season.
I think it'd be fucking awesome.
Done.
And I think you should. We have fun here, but Gary Bettman, I know you're listening. I think you should give this a real shot.
Listen to the man. You're the worst. Voicemails brought to you by Manscaped, the best below the belt grooming in the world. The girls the other day in the office were asking how you shave your balls. And I said, listen, with the lawnmower 2.0, because there's only one way to shave your balls. It's the Manscaped. Also, I felt that was a little bit sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Imagine if I was just like, hey,
the ladies around here.
How do you guys, how do you shave your pussy? Oh my God, imagine.
I'll tell you what, the ladies around here are getting a little comfortable, little locker room comfortable.
I mean, girl,
I got called a cocksucker today by a girl. I got called a little fucking hoe by a girl, and I was called a slut. All of those things on a Monday. By three different women in Barstool Sports
around
office.
the corner from Thanksgiving, no less.
It's that little cocksucker. I was like, what, dude? I was like, that had some fucking poison to it. Jesus Christ. While she was punching me.
Oh, man. Wow.
Who do you think it was?
Who was punching you?
Punching me and calling me a cocksucker.
It had to be Casey.
No.
No?
No. Bleep it out, but good guess. Do bleep that out, though. I don't want to get her in trouble.
Manscaped is the #1 way to shave below the belt. They got the Perfect Package 2.0, which includes the Lawnmower 2.0, which is the electric trimmer, which is safe to do your trimming. It's got the Skin Safe technology, so it won't nick or snag your nuts. It's waterproof, so you can put it in the shower. It also comes with the Crop Preserver, which is the anti-ball chafing deodorant and moisturizer. Keep your nuts.
Yeah,
Keep your nuts moist.
I'll do it.
Nobody wants dry nuts.
No.
You want moist nuts. And so all of it combines to not only trim it up, but keep it nice and fresh and happy and healthy. And as time goes on, it's not just the one night where you're out for a big date and you shave. It's a daily thing. You put the deodorant. If you put it on your armpits every day, why don't you put it on your balls every day too? No more swelling, smelling, sweating, sticking, all of that. It keeps your products smelling good. It's got a manly scent. It sets the mood, and you can get it for yourself. You can get it for the men in your life. This says to get it for your dad or your brother. I think that'd be weird. Personally, I think if I gave that to my brother, I was like, here, shave your balls. That'd be strange. If I gave it to my dad, it would definitely be weird. But I don't know. You got that. Maybe I feel like you could give that to Mr. Feidelberg. I feel like that would be. It depends on who your dad and your brother is. I would say use social cues and figure it out. Certain people you can give ball moisturizing gifts to. Certain people you can't.
I disagree.
You can give it to everybody? Give it to anybody and everybody.
Oh, no, I disagree. I'm not giving my dad
Okay.
balls.
Go to manscaped.com.
I'll give it to my brother, not to my dad.
Use the code KFC. Get 20% off plus free shipping. You and your balls will thank you. That's manscaped.com. Promo code KFC, 20% off with free shipping. Clean up your nuts and make Santa proud this year.
What's up, KFC Fight Super Producer BC? Tyler from Connecticut calling in here. So me and my buddies, we were trying to think of something to do for New Year's Eve, and why not just get an Airbnb, random house around near neighboring town. And turns out that the house may have been owned by a murderer. Someone may have been chopped up in there. Not 100% positive. Still looking into that. But I guess my question just is, should Airbnb have to tell you if someone has been murdered there? I don't care. I don't know how long ago.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Bullshit.
I mean, I feel like that should be like one of the first things that says, like, hey, you can stay here for a cheap price, but someone may have been chopped up. I don't know. Give me your thoughts.
No, I think you do.
No way,
I think
dude.
you can disclose that.
Why?
Ghosts, exorcisms, possessions, demonic possessions.
But if you don't know about it, it can't happen.
That's not true. That's not true.
It's definitely true.
You have to know a place is haunted in order to be haunted by the ghost. If I walk into a place and I don't know it's haunted, the ghost will be like, fuck, I can't do it to him. He doesn't know about me.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
That's not how it works.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It absolutely
No,
is.
it's not. They ward off people. They're like, get out of my fucking house.
It's
This is my
like
house.
a hair in your food. That's what a ghost is. It's a hair in your food. If you don't see it, it didn't happen. It can't bother you.
Well, you're hurting me with these analogies here because I do believe in that one, but I don't believe that applies to fucking haunted houses. Haunted houses, they want to like keep you out of their house. So like if you show up, whether you know it or not, they're gonna fuck with you. They'll actually double fuck with you because at least if you know it's haunted, you're already going in looking for it. If you're not looking for it, those ghosts are gonna want to get you the fuck out of there. They're gonna smatter blood all over the walls. Get this guy the fuck home. I think you should have to disclose it. I think if you
I
going to give a good rate, if you're going to give a good rate because someone was murdered there, you have to disclose it. If you're going to try to just brush it under the rug, fine, let's roll the dice. Because then I'll be like, dude, this place was fucking haunted. Who knew? But if I find out there was a murder, and then I find out you gave me a good price, and then I have to go to you and be like, someone was chopped up here and you didn't tell me, then that's on you.
I think I am very much team. If
Buyer
it's going
beware.
to upset me, don't tell me. And I think that
When it's opting into a location where a demonic beast might kill you, I think you should know.
we started with murder. Now we're on demonic beast.
Well, if someone gets chopped up to pieces, there's a
the blood
demonic
off the wall?
possession. It's like if you hit it with that black light, like you'll see that it was there.
Repaint. Have we had a repaint?
Sure.
Don't care. Don't care. Not only do I think you should tell me, I actively do not want you to tell me. Because if I know about it, I will not go there. Like, it's like buying a house. I think that's bullshit. If it's a really nice house, don't tell me someone's been murdered here. Because I don't fucking care. It's a really nice house. But if I know that someone's been murdered here, I don't want to buy it anymore. But I really want to buy this house.
Let's say there's like you rip up the rugs and there's still like a blood stain on the ground. Like
Everyone I hire for the rest of my time there, I will just tell them, if you find something unsavory, don't tell me.
For all things, food, houses,
gardener,
people.
Excuse me.
Like, I met this person. I really like them. Don't tell me they once murdered somebody.
Yeah.
You want to just ignorance is bliss and go marry an axe murderer?
I genuinely believe in ignorance is bliss, and I think it's like, yeah, if I had someone, I got a sweet deal on this Connecticut mansion. Oh, buddy, you wouldn't believe it. And then I get, I'm like, you know what, guys, I'd like an in-ground pool. And then they come over and I say, hey, guys, just so you know, while you're digging the pool, if you happen to find a body, just get rid of it.
No big deal.
Don't let me know about it.
Just chop it up.
I'm putting on an extension. Put on maybe put a movie theater in the basement. You know, I like those. I say, guys, while you're down here, you find something on the wall.
If you have,
get rid of it.
If you have a Connecticut haunted theater, haunted mansion that you put a movie theater in, you are just asking to be murdered.
I look. If I get murdered, I still got a hell of a deal on that house.
If you get a mansion in the Northeast for a good deal, you know that there's been a murder there. You know it's haunted. That's
but like,
it's a fact.
If I say like something like, I'm like, well, what's this all about? Like, why is this?
So okay,
why is
if
50
you
cents
ask
mansion for $600?
Yeah,
they won't tell you what. If a 100-year storm comes, the basement might flood a bit. I'd be like, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's also like, well, the impracticality of having 50 bathrooms. That's why that house is cheap. It has 50 bathrooms.
You're going to have to spend a lot of money on toilet paper.
Yeah, you flush like once and like the whole house like floods. If someone gives you a good deal and you ask, like you don't want to know?
No, I do. No.
So, but if you say, hey, is this house cheap because there's been a murder? And they say no to you?
I wouldn't say that. I'm not an idiot.
You're just not even going to ask.
I would not ask.
Too good to be true that's not a thing for you.
Oh, no. I mean, I would just know it's too good to be true. I would know there's something wrong. I just convince myself it's something else.
Definitely. I can't. I want you to get murdered by a ghost. You're so foolhardy with this. You're
Fine.
ridiculous.
That's all right. And guess what? I would tell that ghost with my dying breath. Frame gas. So
I did not see that coming.
So
frame gas.
So look, I'd be like, yeah, it wasn't a ghost that did it. It was my roommate. Ghosts aren't real. They don't bother you if you don't bother them.
Gaz just stabbed him in his sleep. That's it.
Happens, man.
What's up, Fight? KFC Radio Situation. Question for you. I have a wedding coming up in the next 2 months with some of my family that I just had a wedding at a month ago. And I went solo. I just broken up with my girlfriend, and it was a fucking disaster of just questions and queries, and, you ghost no one. It's a fucking mess. So I came up with the idea of just asking, like, one of my hot girlfriends who is cool with the idea of posing as my girlfriend for 5 days. She was down for it. It's fucking 5 days in the Dominican Republic in the middle of February. Like, it's a beautiful fucking trip. And my friends are treating me like I'm Hannibal Lecter, like a fucking mad.
This is the plot of like a fucking movie. This is not real life.
Stupidest shit ever.
Like, just tell your parents.
I don't have a girlfriend right now.
You know what this guy is? Throwback.
Is he Italian?
Maybe. I was gonna say gay.
Oh no, I think he's more Italian.
Okay, I like that too. You're having a good episode. You're having a strong episode. I'm just saying that if you really care about this, I guess maybe you're Italian. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, a normal guy would be like, no, I don't have a girlfriend.
And from a normal family. Like, my family has never asked me anything like that.
Yeah.
Sorry about the table.
So conscious of it now.
I know. They've never like, when are you gonna get a girlfriend, John Henry? When are you gonna do that? Like, I don't fucking know. Leave me alone.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm saying
no one's ever asked
people
me.
who would even. But if
It's Italian families who do it.
If somebody did, I'd be like, I don't know.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not, but if you're a little sensitive to it, that's why I was saying maybe this guy's like, no, I'm gonna get a girlfriend. No, I'm not gay. What are you talking about, Mom? So, whoa, buddy, whoa. But yeah, the guineas do it too.
Yeah, they love it, man. When are you gonna get me some grandchildren?
Yeah, they push hard. I feel like the Jews do it too.
Do they?
I feel like the Jewish mothers are always trying to set their people up.
The Irish are like,
stop. We don't need to.
We have.
What, are you gonna get knocked up? Jesus Christ!
We
No.
are set.
You know how fucking expensive these things are? No fucking way. I don't want grandkids. I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm gonna drink myself to death now. I don't want to take care of kids.
It's very easy for me to go home for the holidays, and it's just like, yeah, whatever.
No.
Doesn't affect you.
Okay, let's say you're half Italian and your mother's bothering you, or you're in the closet or whatever. This idea of like, again, writing a movie script where your friend who's a girl is gonna play the romantic
but
role
also like
is so ridiculous. Like, you're gonna hire for he said 5 days.
He's not hiring. I actually
you basically are hiring. You're gonna this girl has to go live in your house for 5 days.
No, they're going on
pretend?
vacation for the Dominican Republic.
Fine. 5
I think
days.
that's easy. I'd do that. Anyone wants me to be their fake boyfriend, I'll fucking go to the Dominican with it. Like, any of my friends want me to be their fake boyfriend.
Yeah, I
it's
guess
not like I'm meeting
there.
some new person. Like,
But to like
I don't know,
pretend.
maybe we'll fuck at the hotel.
First
or
of
maybe we
all,
won't.
I don't know. That's like
What is
you
even
know.
pretending to be a boyfriend or girlfriend?
I don't know. You gotta like go to dinner and like hold hands and
You
pretend.
don't have to hold
schmoopy,
hands. That's
schmoopy.
all fucking bullshit.
But that if you're doing dumb shit like this, you're probably like, let's ham it up.
No, if you then you're gonna be found out if you do that. You throw a handhold here or there, you throw a hug here or there. You don't.
Wouldn't
go
it be
over
funny
the
if
top
this
of
guy
it.
like agrees to it and then he's like smacking around the ass and
Yeah.
like, yeah, let's go back to our hotel room. Fuck, babe.
It's just me and my bitch. Me and my bitch.
Hey, Dad, she sucks a great dick, man. You know? I think this is a overly ridiculous idea.
I would
that you
do it.
have-
Like
that
I
you
would
see
do it
from
just to
Hollywood.
have my friend come to the Dominican with me.
Just bring your friend and say, I'm bringing a friend instead. I don't know. Fucking fake relationships.
Yeah,
with your parents.
that's true. But
Then
like,
what?
but they're paying if it's not your girlfriend.
Guess what? Then you have to have a goddamn fake breakup at some point too.
Are they paying for this? That's
It sounds like it.
Yeah, so you got to have a girlfriend to get paid for. Your friends don't get paid for.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, like this is my girl. We have fun together. We get drunk together. We don't fuck. Maybe we do in Dominican. Maybe he wants to date her.
That's what I'm saying. This is a romantic comedy idea where it starts out as a bet or whatever, and they do fall in love together, and it's like
I like it. I love it. I
Yeah,
love
you're a romantic, but that's
I love
not
a
real
romantic
life.
comedy plot.
Yep. Guess what? Not real life.
So what? Make it real life.
Okay.
Oh, the only things that aren't
Do
real
it.
life.
John says do it.
The only things that aren't real life are things you haven't tried to make real life, Kevin.
Oh God. Dropping proverbs on him. You'll hear some fortune cookies from the situation coming up in this interview. John would fit right in. Go ahead, do it. See what fucking happens.
Yeah,
I can't wait for this backfire.
Keep me posted. Call me when you guys are drunk, banging in the Dominican.
What's up, KFC Fights, Super Producer BC. Got a good old would you rather. All right, so would you rather have no condiments on any of your food ever, or would you rather have to have triple the amount of condiments on your food? The normal amount of condiments, so like your fries
I'm
and your
going
sandwiches are all going to be soaked.
I'm going
You guys
none.
get the picture.
I love that question.
Great
Nick.
one.
Love that question.
ATI, mark it down.
Boy.
You can't. I mean, triple is way too much. Triple is what like. People
Is
with
it
eating
triple
disorders do.
what a regular person puts on it or triple what I put on it? That's different 'cause I don't use that much.
No, it's triple a serving amount from like a restaurant.
You know what? You want to know something that I do that is simply grotesque? I love an Acela burger. I love an Acela burger. But
That's deplorable.
when I get an Acela
That's
burger,
poor people behavior.
I put on
A ton of ketchup,
not just ketchup,
mustard, mayo.
not just mustard, not
Relish?
just mayo. Yeah, I go all four. I go two packets of each. All
you
four.
ain't eating a burger.
Yeah, I know.
You're eating a mustard ketchup pickle sandwich.
ketchup sandwich. Dude, we used to work with this guy Ronnie. And
Ronnie.
It was like when I had a job when I was like 15, and it was fucking like it was like his buddy owned like a shipyard or something like that, and like basically my job was I got $15 or whatever, $10 an hour to just move rocks. It was like communist Russia, where it's like we have a 0% unemployment rate because like some people's job is just to move rocks from one place to another to another to another. Yep. That's basically what my job was for summer. Yep. And I worked with this guy Ronnie, and Ronnie was a mess, a real wild card, and he used to talk about eating his wife's ketchup sandwich, and he meant her pussy on a period. I'm so sick of eating Nadine's ketchup sandwich. He goes, but after I eat a ketchup sandwich, he lets me fuck her. I make her squeal like a pig.
Yo, if you have to go down on a girl with her period in order for you to fuck, you are a sex addict. I would just be like, well, not fucking. That's crazy.
It was crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's abuse if you make someone do that, by the way.
I gotta call my buddy.
Imagine if you made a girl suck
blood out of your dick.
Yeah. Imagine if it was like, listen, my dick is gonna shoot blood, but like, you know, you gotta do it anyway. Fucking ketchup on a hot dog.
Me and my buddy worked together there,
God
and
damn.
I gotta call him and get some Ryan stories. I've forgotten them because I have no memory anymore. But Ryan, he does his voice great. It's so fucking funny. Dude,
I did not see that coming when you first said ketchup sandwiches. I thought it was like, you know, someone used to eat just like bread and ketchup. And
No.
I thought that was going to be the gross story.
No. That his wife's bloody vagina was it.
Well, anyway,
Anyway,
I don't think you can do triple the condiments.
I don't think you can either.
Like think about sandwich. Like when you get a sandwich with mayo, triple the mayo. If you get like barbecue sauce, just like drenched in it.
And as I've grown older, I've strayed from condiments. I'm not a no condiment guy by any stretch of the imagination.
Mm-hmm.
But I just eat them less and less. I think when I was a kid, I was like,
yeah,
I got
ketchup on everything.
Yeah, I was eating ketchup sandwiches.
Yeah,
and
like think about I put a decent amount of mustard on a hot dog. If I tripled that,
I put ketchup on a hot dog too. Suck my dick. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you're a poor bitch, little baby boy, little bitch baby, poor baby. If I put like triple the ketchup, the mustard on it, it's inedible. It's too much. I mean, that's literally what people with eating disorders do to like stop them from eating.
Yeah. Wait, really?
Well, they usually do it with something that like doesn't match. So they'll put like ketchup on like the chocolate cake so that like you don't. But they like smother it in there so you don't eat it.
Really?
Yeah.
My buddy does that. I don't think he has an eating disorder though.
Well, he's a guy.
Yeah, he just does
Guy's
it when
not
like because he does it with French fries. Like when we're done eating, and it's just like you're just gonna keep picking at fries. He's just
Right.
like, fuck it. But he puts ketchup on it. So I guess
he learned that from an anorexic girl. I'm sure.
Okay, I didn't know that.
That's what they do. But yeah, the point is that like when you put too much condiments, it becomes you can't eat it. So I'm just gonna go dry. Frank the Tank, shout out.
What about if it was double?
I could do double.
I could do double too.
Yeah, double the normal amount, not double what I do because sometimes I almost do like double. Like I said, like I put a lot of mustard on the hot dog. But I could do double, not triple.
Triples this.
Come on, a man has to have a code. Last voicemail is brought to you by Thursday Boots. Last question here before we boot you guys over to our interviews. Thursday Boots, high quality, handcrafted boots at honest prices over at ThursdayBoots.com. Make sure you get your pair for the fall and winter. You know them. We know them. We support them. You should support them. Go to ThursdayBoots.com.
Hey, guys. I am a mailman.
What?
And I just recently became a mailman at
What?
the beginning of the year.
Twist.
That's a female voice.
You're a
What?
male woman.
So it was hard making friends, but I made one really great friend who happens to be an older guy.
No kidding.
So time goes on, and last night I decided to tell my husband while we were talking with friends that my work husband
You're married?
had told me recently that he had a dream about me. No details. But then I said to my husband that I had also had a dream about my work husband, that it was sexual. And he got a little confused that, one, I had a work husband, and two, that I was dreaming of sexual things with my work husband. But in my defense, I think he has a work wife, which he claims he does not. And it was very awkward. But I just wanted to know what you guys think about work husband, work wives, and if it's okay to have sexual dreams, obviously, if you're not, acting on certain thoughts. Thanks.
I
Bye.
can't. I mean, just the female. It's not as rare as like the female Uber driver or taxi driver, but the female mailman is wild. And then to just be like a married one, just like, yeah, I have a husband, but I still go do my mail route every day. And then
How you got a work husband? You walk alone on the street all day.
So that was gonna be my point. Like that, I would have a problem with that. I'd be like, you really want to fuck that guy because it's not like a close quarters thing,
Like I didn't even know male people talk to each other.
right? It's the most lonely job in the world.
Yeah.
Maybe you
Come
run
rain,
back
come
into
sleet, come snow. They'll be out there.
them. You run
alone.
into them at like the parking lot when you get your truck with the wheel on the
Also,
other side.
you don't just tell your fucking significant other about work husbands and wives.
No, and that's what he's doing. He says he doesn't have a work wife. Yeah, he's lying to you.
Yeah.
You don't say, oh, there are these people who I see every day at my job, my place of employment that I want to fuck.
This is worse than telling me about a dead person.
This is crazy.
tell
Don't
me-
tell me you have dreams about fucking someone else.
I-
I
that's-
know you do.
That's crazy. I get it. Everyone gets it. Like everyone wants to fuck other people. Obviously,
Right.
you just don't.
You just don't.
And don't tell me about it.
Right.
If you do, like, even if you do, just shut up.
I do think as a
Unless
society,
if you're gonna do it once, just don't tell me. If you do it a bunch of times, just break up with me.
I
don't
think
wanna-
as a society we need to embrace and understand temptation.
Right.
It's preposterous for you to think we're married, he doesn't stray, his eyes don't stray, his mind doesn't wander. He does. He wants to act on them.
Mm-hmm.
And she probably does too. It's not a male-female thing. We all need to, I think if we all accepted that and like kind of were open about that, I think there'd be less cheating. I think that it becomes such a like a
Oof, would I like to fuck her? Like,
yeah, right. Or like a hot girl walks by, if a guy gets in trouble for like looking at a girl, it's like, are you serious?
That I don't even believe that happens anymore.
If you're like, but I think it should almost be like a girl should be like, God damn, you see that girl? Like you would love that girl's butt. And it's like,
Right.
yeah, that's my girl. She knows what's up. I'm gonna still go home and fuck you though, because I was cool.
Right.
Like rather than just be like, don't you ever look, don't you ever talk, don't you ever think, don't you ever dream. Like, come on. Temptation is a real thing. To think that it's not gonna.
It's like, with everything, dude. It's not even just with sex. Like, I can want to do so many things. I'm just not gonna do it.
Right, I
Is it-
want to go back to my single days when I like went out all night long, but I'm gonna come home to you, babe. But guess what?
I want to
Just
stop
know-
at a bar at 10 a.m.
Right.
I'm not going to. I got interviews
Right,
today.
right.
But come 5 o'clock, guess what?
But I also think
have
that
myself
when
that
you when you do that, when you stop doing those things you want to do for another person, and it's almost not like talked about or acknowledged, or you don't get credit for it, it's almost just like, yo, listen, I would love to go out with the boys every night. I would love to fuck that girl every night, but I don't because I like you, and not like you shouldn't get a medal for like bare minimum behavior,
Right.
but just know I'm choosing you over these other things that I used to like to do.
Yeah.
And let's acknowledge that you are giving up some things that you used to do that I don't let you do anymore, and let's be open about it, and we can all fuck everybody's mailman, okay? I don't know.
Mailman, come on.
Male,
dude.
woman's fucking.
Male, woman.
And that's the other thing, too, is like.
Dressed like that, he's getting girls.
That's what I'm saying. It's almost like, all right, if your work husband is like the CEO of your company in the corner office, he looks like tall drink of water, good looking guy in a $5,000 suit, I get it. You want to fuck the
the guy in
mailman?
a $5,000 suit. Come on.
Come on! You want to fuck the mailman, though? Come on.
Be more cliche.
Right.
Oh, I'm gonna.
What's next? The pool boy, too? Fuck.
The guy who brought the pizza, you don't have any money? Come on. Come on.
We now turn into the family that asks you if you have a girlfriend. Come on! Where's your girlfriend? Hey, oh! All right, let's get into these interviews. First up. Who do you want to go with first?
Sitch.
It's the situation. No bull. This is actually perfect because the situation is here and he's fucking jacked.
He's D City.
Huge, dude. Piped. Fucking pythons on this guy because he hit the gym. He's back in good shape. And if you want to get in shape too, you got to get down with No Bull. It's footwear, it's apparel, and it's an accessory brand for people who train hard and don't believe in excuses. The situation is not big on excuses. He did his time. He held his head. He came back home. And now he's got a good situation going once again. He would get down with the No Bull people. Footwear, apparel, and accessories for people who aren't going to, I can't because of work, or I can't because I'm hurt, or I can't because I'm in jail. Nope, no excuses. No bull. It's gear built to perform. And it's one of the key disruptors in the fitness industry right now. The philosophy is don't put anything on a product that doesn't do anything. Take everything off that you don't need and be honest about what the product does. That's what they do. No bull. And right now you can get down with the trainers, the runner, the apparel. It's designed for cross-training, weightlifting, cardio, whatever else you may do. Extremely durable, breathable, and abrasion-resistant material. It's lightweight and flexible, and it looks good too. Go to No Bull Project. That's NOBULLPROJECT.com/KFC. And if you're ready to challenge yourself and get the gear to challenge yourself, go to NoBullProject.com/KFC. Check out their training gear today.
Fucking doing. You've been hitting some curls, my guy.
He's back. He's back. He's back.
40 pounds later.
Jesus.
Trim down. You're looking good.
Things are popping.
We good over there? Yep. The situation's back. He's back in many more ways than just one.
Yes.
First of all,
What's
you're
up,
home,
fellas?
so welcome back.
Yes,
welcome home.
It is good to see you, fellas. I always support you guys on
man.
social medias and everything you guys do. I see this new place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We came up a little bit.
Yo.
Yeah.
Ever since I've been in prison, this happens.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, really?
Pretty much. Last time you
Like,
were with us, you were in the shitty studios, and
Yo,
now
I
you want to
support
wait for
the
a little
come up,
bit?
but this right here is like, y'all is killing it in the game right now.
Yeah. No,
I'm like,
it's-
damn, you might have to hire the situation next.
Yeah.
Like, should I do birthdays? Like, this is dope. But it's good to see you, man. I love it, man. Looks great. Everybody's doing awesome. We all winning out here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I mean, speaking of what, you're getting that McDonald's money. You don't need to get hired.
Oh, stop it! You
You
know what I'm
got
saying?
me.
I'm just sort of peeking, like I'm just kind of forcing the issue with the cheat day. I just came home from prison, so now I'm sort of like putting my cheat days on YouTube and when I'm not filming Jersey Shore, so I'm kind of just like forcing the eyes to see
What was the first thing?
The range of BDS. You
Yeah,
feel
baby.
me? Like it's not just Jersey Shore. It's not fitness, and now it's cheat days. I'm coming out with prison stories with El Situacion. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm coming hard right now. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be hilarious.
What was that first meal when you came home?
My first meal was about like 7 to 8 pizza pies.
Yeah.
I had a naked pizza party with the missus. And that was sorely missed, obviously, in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Uh,
you got married right before you went.
I
right?
got married right
Yeah.
before I went. We went on a honeymoon. I appreciate the support before I went to prison
Yeah,
from
man.
you guys with
That was some bullshit.
with the free sit shirts
Yep.
and all that stuff. I appreciate that. So that's why I'm so excited to come here and see you guys.
Yeah, man.
And then I see what y'all is doing, and I'm like, damn, all right, damn, y'all is hiring, you know. So I handled my prison bid like a G.
Yeah.
Grace in class, a gentleman.
How long were you there for?
I was there for 8 months. Lost 40 pounds in there naturally. And I had remained sober. I'm now 4 years clean and sober, killing the game. And
You look at it.
You're fucking
what
jacked
are
as
you
shit
doing
now.
in jail.
I was doing everything, man. I was working out 2 times a day, 3 times a day to keep myself occupied. Listen, I gotta tell you, fellas, listen, in life you got a choice to become better or to become bitter. No matter what you face, and we're all gonna face obstacles in life. Okay, it's how you walk through the fire is what really matters. Because life is going to happen on life's terms. What you going to do about it?
Getting wise,
Yo,
man.
you know what I'm saying? Yo, the situation has been in tons of situations. And this is why I can provide tons of wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay, to you up-and-coming fellas that are obviously younger than I am. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But, that's why I'm here.
And so you come home, you got your new lady, or not
Yes,
new, but
yes,
new wife.
yes.
And then you got your Jersey Shore family to come back to, which
Jersey
is like,
Shore, number
I mean,
one show on MTV.
I would ride that until the
Forever.
fucking day, till the day I'm dead, man.
Yes,
I hope you guys
yes.
do season 30 of
Yeah,
it because why
listen.
fucking not?
Listen, this
right?
has been 10 years in the making right now. We're still number one.
That's
and
crazy. In big numbers, too.
Yes,
It's not like-
and these are guys that are friends that have turned into family. The dynamic of our show is really cool. If you have not seen it, Jersey Shore Family Vacation is on 8/7 Central on MTV on Thursdays. There's still a situation.
Now
Shameless plug.
in prison. We had Vinny and Paulie in, and they were
Yeah.
talking about how they talk to you all the time. You
Yeah.
guys had phones in there?
No,
was there
no,
an app of
there's
some
no,
sort, you said?
there's
Is
an
there?
app in there. There's like a little computer room, okay, that I can email my wife or any of my contacts. And then on the outside, Paulie, Vinny, Snooki, my wife, on their phone, they would have the app.
Okay,
And they
okay.
can communicate with me. I could pretty much email all day long. I kept my circle sort of tight, where it was just my wife, some immediate family, and my Jersey Shore squad. And I would usually email, 2 to 3 to 4 times a day, like, various people on that list. My wife would come once a week to visit me and pretty much spend the whole day. And
cool.
that is pretty much how my weeks went. My days were consumed with working out 2 to 3 times a day. I had time to work on my fitness.
I mean, you've always been a big dude.
I've
I mean, you
always
come in
been-
here, it's fucking
Piped up.
we gotta address it like 3 times. Look at these fucking.
Yeah, like I've always been into fitness, but with the case and everything, I was just so stressed out. I put on some weight. Plus, I'll be honest with you, at that particular time, I was, I'm still in my 30s, but I had a bit of self-doubt. Like, dude, can I get this situation back? Can I do it? But sure enough, in prison, a can of tuna and workouts 2 to 3 times a day, shredded wheat right now.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? There's people on the haters online are coming at me saying I'm on steroids.
That's why I saw
And
that Perez Hilton, right?
I'm like, bro, I'm on probation.
Yeah.
I get tested bi-weekly
Listen.
for illegal substances, and I don't have time to explain it to everyone.
Yeah.
I'll maybe correct somebody once, maybe it's in the press. Now I'm in front of you guys. I can explain it to the masses. Okay, I'm on probations. I get tested bi-weekly. They send my stuff out to a lab. They're not playing with BDS. Okay, I gotta walk a tight line.
Dude, and if you get popped on probation
Yes.
for fucking steroids of all
Yes,
things,
yes.
you're a fucking
Yes.
idiot.
You're a douchebag.
I mean, God, imagine that. Like, yo, you're going back in because you wanted to fucking juice up.
So I gotta walk a tight line, and but it just made me that much sort of stronger. Like, I'll be honest with you, I gotta thank God for the prison bid, okay?
Really?
Because I lost the 40 pounds, but more importantly, I'm gonna tell you, fellas, I got that fire back. That fire back when I was younger. That swag. You know what I'm saying? That maybe disappeared over the years. And being in prison, being in some horrible conditions, so to speak, you got a choice. You rise to the occasion, or you get swallowed up.
I'll tell you what. I've been on a downswing lately. You telling me I should maybe hit the clink?
No.
Do a quick
Are you
bit?
recommending prison?
No,
I will stop my taxes right now, Mike.
No, but I'm telling you. Tell me, what do you mean you're on a downward?
Oh, it's
tell
just
me.
the thing we talk about on the show. You kind of, like you said, you get the self-doubt. You get
We got a lot of
Yes,
self-doubt
I put on a
over
couple
here.
pounds here, Mike.
Yes.
You've seen me.
Yes. All I got to say is that one day at a time, you can change any situation. Just be positive and put the work in, and I guarantee you, you'll be able to accomplish really anything.
You know what we need is like situation fortune cookies.
Yeah.
Pop that open, and I hear these one-liners. I'm like, yes,
yes.
right.
Yep,
You're fucking right.
Exactly. Remember that thing online recently? And I was like, "Don't argue with a fool. It only proves that there are 2 fools."
Yeah.
So
There you
that's what it
go,
is.
man.
You don't
Speaking
wanna,
proverbs.
Yeah, you don't want to come out of your piece, man. Some people are just dedicated to that salty life.
Yeah.
And you want
Well,
no part
you
of that.
guys have always had so many
Yes.
salty people because,
Yes.
like, you're normal people who got to live. You're not normal. You're not normal. You guys are not normal, but you are. You weren't like paid actors, but you got to live this
Yes.
like celebrity
Yeah, we
life.
got these-
But it's funny whenever people kind of talk that shit. It's like you guys are entertaining. Like,
Yes.
it may not be acting, but it's like you
Well,
guys do
listen,
have something that the average person doesn't. So
there's an element to people they don't know. In reality TV, if you are around for a decade,
Right.
and you are number 1 in
There's
the
a
game,
reason fucking
there's a
why.
reason for
Yeah.
that. If reality TV was so easy, don't you think everyone would be
Right,
doing
right.
it? Because you're technically being able to be yourself, but you have to be able to articulate and be cool in front of the camera, as well as have like fire lines at all times.
I think it's harder. It's like, if
unscripted.
you're an actor and you go play a
You
role
got lines.
and they like that, yeah, it's like, okay, well that was written for you. It's like people like you guys because you're just like, myself is captivating.
Yes.
My normal regular self is entertaining to you. That's
Listen, when
something.
I am not filming, I'm at my house sometimes jotting down cool ass funny lines in my notes section of my phone, so that when I go back on camera and a situation occurs, I'm coming through with that fire line. And then like, holy shit, situation, that's the coolest thing I've ever heard. Dude, I was working on that shit at home, okay, while you was partying, like, you know what I mean, with some, I don't want to say grenade, but
I'll defend I don't watch the Kardashians, but I'll defend the Kardashians till the day I die because that shit's fucking.
Well, obviously, listen, I don't necessarily. My wife watches the Kardashians. I've bunked into them at a couple award shows. Obviously, there's something about them that
it's
you know
similar.
that
It's
people that they love. So you know what I'm saying, and they've been around for a little longer than us, maybe 12 years or so. I don't, maybe even longer.
I think they're 17.
Yes. So like, you know what I'm saying, like there's something about them that you know the it factor. Okay, and you have to respect that. A lot of times reality TV gets sort of like the bad side of things because people don't understand what really goes into it. And you have to understand that you have to be cool in front of the camera. You got to be able to sort of be able to stand in front of crowds and articulate how you feel so that the viewer can understand and relate. Because if you can't do that, it's not going to be successful. If I say a funny line but I don't deliver it correctly, it's bullshit.
Right.
Do you get sick of explaining that? Like, do you get
This
sick
is
of
I'll be honest with you.
defending
I'm telling you, Barstool's just got some exclusive shit. I haven't really said it before, you know what I'm saying? But now that I'm out of prison, it's clapback season. You feel me?
The redemption tour. Let's go. So when you were going through the case,
Yes.
did you think you were going to go to jail?
No.
I really didn't think so
didn't.
either. I was kind of like, they're going to knock this down.
I've never been in trouble before.
Yeah.
The level of my offense was very low, which meant that I was eligible for probation, where the judge didn't have to have a sort of, it's called a downward departure, or she didn't have to go to another level. Like I was eligible for probation, house arrest, and max 8 to 14 months in prison. But also you got to keep in mind that I was a nonviolent offender and I've never been in trouble before. So you put those factors in that I'm already eligible for probation, you know, and I was about 3 years sober. I volunteered at the police department to speak to young kids about substance abuse. I was working at 2 rehabs on the side because I was sober and I love to sort of spread the hope. And they still would like.
Do you think that was like Jersey Shore related? Do you think there was like some spite
No,
involved?
I just think
like,
that because you know it's a very big show and it's a double-edged sword. You have a big name and you know sometimes you have to maybe be. You have to pay for your past mistakes. I had to be accountable, and she had every right to do what she did. And I had to accept it, hold my head high, and handle the whole situation with grace and class. I just didn't think I was going to get, you know, any jail time. I thought I was going to get probation, but it didn't work out with that. But like I said,
you didn't find out until like she said it?
Right then and there, she said it, and it clicked in my head like, okay, I have to accept this. I have to handle this like a gentleman, because when you're younger and you're in an Italian household, you get taught to handle adversity with your head held high, and you better man the fuck up.
Yeah, you also get taught to handle a bid too. I've seen The Godfather.
Yes. You better man
Hold
the
your head
fuck
and come
up,
home a little bit,
okay,
you know?
and handle that bid. I mean, listen, you don't want to handle a bid, you don't want to, but God forbid you have to. You've been taught since a little kid to be like, okay, I have to hold my head high. This is what we're doing now. Okay, this is what we're doing.
Don't have a choice, so
this is what we're doing. We
roll.
don't have a choice. And like I said, I'm not going to be a bitch. So I wanted to show the sort of the younger generation how to handle adversity with grace and class. Okay, and pretty much AKA don't be a bitch.
So when we go through, you know, little bullshit, nothing compared to you, we often say like, well, this sucks, but it's gonna make for a good episode of the podcast. We're gonna have some jokes to tell. We're gonna have some material to work with. Were you thinking about like, all right, this fucking sucks, but when I come home, I'm back on TV. I got a story to tell.
Yes,
you're back in the spotlight. The whole nine.
Definitely easier said than done. But that was the plan the whole time around. It was to, all right, I'm going into an unknown situation, something that's going to be uncomfortable. You know, how can I turn this negative situation positive? And my brain was like, okay, I'm going to have time to finally work on my fitness. I'm going to have time to lose the weight. And I can put this behind me. This was like a legal odyssey that was lasting like 5 years of a case and fines.
That's some shit. Like,
it's almost like fine.
I'd be
Let's
like,
just do it.
Like, I will go to jail. Fine.
Yeah, I just want this to be over with.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm going to pay my fines. I'm going to pay my restitution. I'm going to show people how to handle adversity when it happens. And I'm going to put this behind me and be my best self and live my best life. That was the plan. I'll be honest with you. I ended up executing it. You know what I'm saying? But it was, like I said, it was easier said than it was done. Because in prison, is not always a positive day, but I had to choose positivity. You know what I mean?
How do you do that?
It's like this.
Give me a rundown.
There is a light at the end of every tunnel, but that light, don't forget, is you. Did you get that or just blow your mind?
I mean,
all right.
I'm the
So what
emoji
I'm
right
trying
now.
to say is I'm also trying to explain to you that the only person that can fix your life is the man in the mirror, a man or a woman in the mirror.
yeah, that dude's lazy as shit.
Okay? Exactly. Also, I'm going to add to that fact that in life, if you want to be successful, there are no excuses. And I'm also going to say to you that you're in the public eye, you guys are successful, right? You got to get to the point where there's no excuses in life.
I love excuses. I
show
love a
up-
good
show-
excuse.
Show up, yo.
Excuses are the best.
No, but you understand. I'm letting you know you guys are in a very good situation right now. All right? And I was also in an awesome situation as well. If you tend not to be grateful and take care of the blessings that the Lord has bestowed upon you, you're going to have a situation. Simple as that. All right? Now you've spoken. You've spoken.
Mike, I will go to church for that.
Touched by the Holy Ghost.
You know what I'm saying? Yo.
I didn't know how you're going to wrap it up. But
You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be a situation.
So now that you've spoken to the situation, you know what I'm saying? And I have sort of bestowed upon you this type of knowledge, okay? Like, you can take the ball and run with it because, like I said, you guys are in an awesome situation. New place. The place is popular. Shit is popping. You guys are fire. You could take it even further and just, like, kill the game. You know what I mean? Like, just kind of give the stiff arm to the comp. Like, there ain't even any competition right now. Who is you?
I'm so happy you're home, man. I'm so happy, dude. It's great. So Jersey Shore is on. Is that out right now? Are you in season right now or what?
Well, we just had the season finale. The new season is coming back, where it's the return of the situation. I just got out of prison, but one of the main reasons why I'm here is to talk about everything. I'm 4 years clean and sober right now. Okay, hence me partnering with Banyan Treatment Centers. Pretty much to spread awareness about substance abuse, and if you or someone that's suffering from the disease of addiction or substance abuse, we have a hotline standing by. The number is 1-888-270-5712, and we'll get you situated with the right resources.
Appreciate that, man. Thanks a lot. Thanks for coming through and welcome home, dude.
And don't forget to follow your boy at The Situation at
Check those cheat
Instagram.
meals.
You know what I'm saying? Check The Situation out on YouTube. I even joined TikTok these days.
Yeah, you
know
got
what I'm
it, bro.
saying? Yeah,
It
I
never
just joined
fucking
TikTok
stops.
at It's The Situation. So
What the
it
fuck
doesn't
were you
sound-
thinking when you got out and you just saw TikToks?
No,
That's like my Nana.
I
Nana
wasn't.
came out of coma. So this is Twitter.
I wasn't gonna join it at first, and
got
then all
on,
these
so.
people are getting all these followers. I'm like, dude, I can't. I'm The Situation. I gotta enter the game. I gotta throw my hat in the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So here we are. We got TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And YouTube. And like I said, my cheat days are epic. So don't forget to follow The Situations on YouTube. Last week, I ordered the whole menu at McDonald's. Okay, in a limo. In a limo. Okay. The week after that was I did Wendy's. Okay, and this
You
week
eat it all?
This week we're doing Chick-fil-A. I did my best. After
Yeah.
a certain period of time, you can't breathe anymore. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, all right, it's over. But like I said, it's in that particular situation, it's like I did the best I could.
I
Amen.
hit that Wendy's the other night. I hit Wendy's $65 Postmates order. It
Yep.
was
Yes.
I hit the spicy chicken meal, whole shebang with a root beer.
Mm-hmm.
Did Dave's double. Did a chili. Did a baked potato. Frosty.
Is this for your? Is this only for yourself?
Oh yeah, that was a recorded.
Holy-
And that was
Yo,
not
this
like
is
that
dinner,
wasn't for
baby.
YouTube,
Yo,
bro. That was
that's
just
a situation.
the meal.
Yo, I'm gonna have to bring bar stools with me one day for cheat day. I'm gonna say cheat day with The Situation and bar stools for after hearing that.
Yeah.
like I
Dude,
did.
That was a walk in the park.
That's look, I took a nap right after.
Yo, I did like an order the other day. Like it was like 100 beans, like $100 for it, and it was almost everything on the menu with the frosty and everything. And so with this week we're about to post Wendy's. Next week is Chick-fil-A. So I'm
You
pretty, it's pretty dope.
you take me along whenever you want. I'll teach you a thing
Yeah,
or two about a treat.
yeah. It's so crazy. Every time I go up to the window at the fast food place, they're like, "What can we get for your order?" I was like, "We got a situation." Yeah, it's like they know exactly what's about to happen. I'm about to order the whole menu, so it's pretty funny. But yo, listen, it's been so dope seeing you
Thanks,
guys.
man.
I'm
Yeah,
so
man.
happy
You
y'all
look-
is killing
you
the
look great.
game.
You look really great. It's nice
Yeah,
to
you
see
guys are
out
awesome.
Appreciate it, man. All right, we got it. That was a situation. That was a situation.
Situation. He's been inventing some phrases.
Yeah, apparently, 7 years ago. Remember that one? That was the situation too. Mike is one of my favorite people
He's a very nice guy.
in the world. He's a genuinely nice dude, and I just don't. I know people people hate on the Jersey Shore people because they're successful. Basically, that's it. But maybe it's because we got to know them. Because I don't know. I'm sure there's been people in the past on reality TV shows. I'm like, douchebag, or that guy doesn't have talent. I feel like I've come completely around on it after having been a blogger. But in general, everybody why hate?
Whoa.
They're interesting.
Kevin
enough.
Clancy.
Well, hate.
You
for,
mean why I hate on the Jersey Shore?
Why hate for no reason? That is just I don't like that guy is making money and successful.
Right.
That's lame. I hate things that are I just personally don't like what you're doing, but if I don't like the fact that if I didn't like what the situation does, let's say I don't like his shtick of situation. That's one thing. I'm not gonna hate on him for making money though.
Right.
The people the reason people hate is just well, I'm not doing that, and that's salty. Fuck that. Fuck off. So shout out to Sitch and his wife. We're happy you're home, bud. Let's get into our final interview with Samantha B. It's brought to you by Movement. Black Friday is here, and so is Movement Watch's biggest sale of the year. Limited time offer. Everything at MVMT.com is on sale. Hundreds of premium watches, blue light glasses, sunnies, jewelry styles, all at a fresh discount just in time for the holidays. If you don't know what to get to your brother, your sister, your mother, your uncle, your podcasting partner, what are you going to get me, John? What are you going to get me?
I hadn't thought of it until right now.
What are you
I'll get something good. I always get good presents.
Get me an MVMT watch, baby. Movement watches. Perfect gifts.
Well, I mean, I was gonna
this time
get.
of year.
I was gonna go sunglasses. I was just trying to decide which kind to
Oh.
get. I like to get a pair of sunglasses that say, "You wouldn't buy these for yourself," but this is how I think of you.
Okay. And maybe I'll wear them during the winter. Probably not.
Yeah, on a whole bit of prayer.
Movement Watch is the affordable option with clean design, minimalistic design, different colors, different materials, and it's the biggest sale of the year going on right now when you use the promo code HOLIDAY19. Get free shipping and free returns along with the discount when you go to MVMT.com and use code HOLIDAY19 at checkout. That's MVMT.com. Join the movement. Samantha B's here.
I am.
Yeah.
Hi.
She was preparing for the old office, and
I was.
so she was bracing herself for a disgusting frat house.
I was excited about it. I
Were
actually,
you?
when I was coming up in the elevator, I was like, I wonder if there'll be a bathroom. Like,
There's a hole in the ground over there. Have fun.
there'll be toilet paper.
No, we do have running water. Yeah, toilet paper used to be luxury.
Well, it was everywhere. You
Never.
could have picked it up off the ground anywhere you went.
When you were dating in college and you would go to your college boyfriend's apartment
Yeah,
that
that's
you
what it
shared
was.
with 7 people,
Yeah.
and you were like, I don't know what I'm going to find in here. I'm going to wipe myself with the shower curtain. Most likely.
I'm 31 years
Been
old.
there,
Just got
done
in my apartment.
So you got this app coming out, which is interesting. And to get people into the primaries and get into the election and
to get into the it's a trivia game. It's actually a comedy trivia game, but it's modeled a little bit after fantasy football, which don't ask me to explain the rules of fantasy
Don't ask
football.
me either.
But
Yeah, you're in the right
you're
place,
basically
don't worry.
playing for a candidate. You're playing for a candidate that you like, and the more answers you get correctly, the more points they accumulate. And then at the end, after the Iowa caucuses, that candidate who wins our game will actually win a giant pot of money.
So you're in a pack game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got in the pack game.
Do you? So I mean, essentially, it's inspiring or encouraging people to vote and be involved in the process.
It's like awareness of the process, enjoying getting to enjoy the process a little bit. It imparts some knowledge, but it goes down. It's like a spoonful of sugar. It's you know what I mean? It's actually more fun than it sounds. It's like a very good questions.
Do you think this is the most difficult undertaking you've ever made in your career?
This
trying to
Just
make
fun
it, trying
and-
to build an app. No, I think it was more difficult because we had a game before, and that probably was more difficult. And so this one is coasting off of the success.
This
of
guy
that
told
one.
me he just read that more males, some study
Mm-hmm.
done, whatever,
Sure.
science study, whatever.
Science.
It said that
Whatever.
more males care more about their preferred candidate winning than like their preferred team winning a championship, which
Really?
I don't believe.
I feel like that's where did that research come
Yeah, it's
I
like,
think-
like
I
we,
think
we researched
that's
like
like-
1,000 very politically involved males, and they
Right.
said this because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like
That-
I don't care who was president if my team could win a World Series. Like I'll let
Right.
like my dog run the country if I can. Let us descend into anarchy
what?
as long as I can win.
I would prefer that your dog runs. I accept the conditions that
I
you
was
have
gonna say,
laid
I think
out.
that's probably skewed. I think it would have been a different answer 4 years ago. I think,
Yeah.
Oh,
I
for
think,
sure.
I
Things are
think
so
nowadays
For
it's a little
sure.
more like, well,
People are in it.
I think the Mets can win next year.
let's
Yeah,
control.
yeah,
Do you
totally.
find that in general? Like, I mean, so you are a comedian and an
Mm-hmm.
actress, and I mean, you did the Daily Show, so I feel like you must have always kind of been politically
Yeah.
involved.
I was, but I
But-
don't think anybody else.
Right.
was.
So now,
you know what I mean?
are you kind of
it's-
like Johnny Come Latelys? Oh, everybody's interested now.
No, it's not cool anymore.
Yeah.
No, I feel like when I worked at the Daily Show for a year, like over a decade, and I don't think that there was anything even comparable to
Right.
the level of engagement that exists now.
Right.
People are just like having it.
Every
They want
day.
to. I mean, like the ratings for those impeachment hearings they beat all the, they beat everything.
I saw something said it beat Monday Night Football, which again is like,
that
really?
feels inconceivable to
That
me. I
sounds
don't know
nuts.
where that
But
came from.
but we are at the point where I'll believe anything
Me
at all,
too.
any stat, any story,
Yeah.
anything. It's like, well, okay.
One day I'll even believe that we landed on the moon.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Still super skeptical on that one.
Super.
Believe it when I
dodgy.
see it
Do you,
myself.
I've kind of always wanted to ask this to people who are in news, especially someone
Mm-hmm.
like you who watches news across all platforms for
Yeah.
your show. Do you feel like you watch too much of it?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I always
no,
wonder
for
that with
sure.
me when I'm scrolling social media,
Yeah.
and I'm like, this is depressing. It's
overwhelming.
I can't,
Yeah, it's really overwhelming. But when I go on vacation, like I vacation really hard though.
You vacation
like I
hard?
would take a full break. Like I don't care at all what's happening in the world today. I just don't care because it
I care about
actually.
tequila, and
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
but yeah. So when I take a break, I like to take a full break. I am completely able to do that. It does get overwhelming, and you become like. You don't know what to do. I can understand that people get kind of paralyzed by it.
Right.
It doesn't seem like a problem. It seems so untenable. Like you can't imagine how you could make a dent or make a change or
That's
have
my thing.
anything to do with anything.
So I'm not very politically involved,
Sure.
and I'm just like, I don't see why I should be, and other than the
Right.
sense of like I should be an adult and I should care about these things.
Right.
But it just seems like so much bigger than you, and it's so completely out of control now that it's like, what?
For sure.
How is anybody going to change
I
this
mean,
or
like,
stop this?
I just feel like minimally you could vote. I mean, you can know like that you can make a choice that even if it doesn't affect your life necessarily, you know that there are a lot of people who are more marginalized and it will affect their lives. So it's just like a civic thing that you can do. So you can do that, or I honestly do think that like thinking locally is very important. There are just things you can do in your life that are like helpful to.
The local thing is always so funny to me because my mom always tells me that as well, and I'm from Boston, so I don't respect New York politics in particular. I moved here 4 years ago. It's hard to get super into it really, but even it feels so much smaller. Everything feels so much bigger.
Right.
Where and I understand that everything starts at local level and stuff like that, but it's almost like you were saying where it's overwhelming. It's like, well, this isn't an issue right now. It's the big stuff is the problem.
Sure.
So what is this? But
Worry about
it's
the
it's
local
hard to follow
comptroller
that.
of the.
It's actually like amazing how much constituents are listened to though. Like if you had a thing, let's say that so you might not be feeling anything urgent like this at this very moment, but if something did get in your craw and something really did bother you, your elected representatives, they do actually kind of have to listen to you. You know what I mean? Like they do pay attention to what their constituents say to them. So it's like often the most vocal but small amount of people can make the biggest change. Like it's like the loudest people always, the squeaky wheel always gets the grease. And if you're just like on the right team of squeaky,
Well, see, we are
real people.
average white guys, so we're on the right team.
you did it. You
We are.
guys,
Our team is a
you
dynasty.
won.
We
That's-
we never
like-
lose. We won 1,000,000 championships in a row.
forever, for all of eternity.
Forever
yeah,
and ever.
for real.
It's pretty good.
It's good.
As a comedian, though, are you ever like sick of everything being political? Or I mean, again, you kind of did that and you probably embrace it, and I know that Full Frontal is kind of that's the angle. But do you ever want to just
totally-
go back to like regular
course.
jokes and
For sure. But like, this is what my milieu. I've been doing like political comedy for almost 20 years. So it is kind of my milieu. Probably when I give this up, which I will, I'll do something totally different.
Yeah.
Like I'll just walk away.
Like a permanent vacation.
Like a permanent vacation. I'll like drop it and just run.
What do you think you would
in
do?
the opposite direction?
I mean, what is the polar opposite of this?
The polar opposite of this? I'm gonna like become an onion farmer. I don't know. I mean, really, I'm like, I'm good at leisure. I'm good at like, I'm
We're
good at that
great
stuff.
at
I'm like, I
that.
love it.
We actually just had-
professional.
So excellent at
Right
it.
before you got in here, we had Lindsay Vaughn, and we were trying
Oh
to
my
teach her
God.
about leisure. She said
She
she
doesn't
tried for
know.
3 days, and she said
No,
she
she
couldn't
can't
do
do
it.
it.
And I was like, take my number down.
I'm not. No,
We'll teach you.
I don't have the mind of a Lindsay Vaughn. Like I can
I
chill
don't
out.
understand the mind of it. She actually had her dog with her as well, Lucy.
Okay.
And I was telling her, and I genuinely believe this. It wasn't even a joke. I have more in common as far as DNA and mentality goes with Lucy than I do with Lindsay. Where we do think that like superstar athletes are more alien than human because they can just do things that don't make sense that humans can't do. It's crazy. And she was like, no, you just gotta have the mentality that gotta get up and do something today. Like
Don't
barking up
have
the wrong tree here.
Oh wow.
No, I don't. I don't have to get up and do something
have
today.
to, but she, like she's been doing it since she was like, her parents probably pushed her down a hill when she was like 2.
She said 2. She said she was
Oh,
on
she's
skis
2.
at
On
2.
skis at 2.
And before that, in a backpack.
Oh my God, that's incredible.
I
oh my
was
God.
on the couch with
My-
my dad. So
I have
I'm
not-
the Olympic couch guy.
I'm not pushing my children toward greatness.
No, I'm not either. I got 2 kids, and so that's what made me think of it. My kid is 2, and like, put him on skis and take him to the mountain for the day.
Like, oh,
Fuck
that sounds hard.
We are watching Bubble Guppies again, dude. Like that's it for us.
Were you? She mentioned how when she was 9, she made a 10-year plan about getting the
Wow.
Olympics and all that stuff, and she did it. She made it within those 10 years.
That's
Did
incredible.
you have something similar to that in comedy?
Oh my God, no. Oh my God, no. This is an accident. That this happened is like a miracle.
I think that's kind of what happens. Like the only reason I'm here is because I can't do anything else.
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, I don't have a plan B. Like I just really like eliminated all plan Bs.
This has to work.
It has to
Otherwise,
work.
I am
No discernible
I don't
skills.
know. I work at H&R Block, but I don't even think I can.
Could you do that?
I don't know what you
I don't know what that
Samantha,
is.
I don't know what H&R Block does. It was just something I thought of. It just popped in my head. I don't know what happens at H&R
I
Block.
could answer the phones at H&R Block.
Yeah. I'll
No
put you in touch
problem.
with someone
I'll put you
who
in touch with an expert. I know nothing.
knows what a W9 is.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. No, not having a plan B sometimes works. It's probably not a good plan for most people.
There was a guy who went viral last year. By the way, you are like the viral queen. I see you viral all the time. Did
Oh.
you
jerk.
did you know that going
You're a
into
jerk.
it,
No.
that you were gonna be?
No, I didn't know anything. I don't have any knowledge of anything going
I
into
feel
it.
like
I was
all
just-
those shows are more about like the virality moment after the fact. Like you air, like,
Yeah.
like people watch it, but it's about like the clip going viral the
You
next
can't
day.
you can't wake up in the morning and go, "What's gonna really hit
Yeah.
with people today?" Like you can know what you like and you can know what you're making because you think it's good, and then once it's out of your hands, it's just out of your hands. You can't plan for that stuff.
When you're thinking about a monologue or something along those lines or a theme of a show, when are you only going with what's personal to you, or are you thinking what is important or what people will care about? Obviously, that one you kind of just said you don't do.
I think because I mean, I'm the person who's saying it, but I do represent there's 70 people who work in my office. You know what I mean? So we're all thinking about what is the right thing for, it's mostly, I would say that the show is really guided by what's on our minds, as a show. It's not like we don't wake up in the morning and go, this will be a really good statement for our show to make. It's more like what is personal, what's emerging for us as the big story for us to cover, what feels right. And also there's so many other shows that cover the same terrain. How can we do it a little bit differently? What difference do we bring to this, or what additional perspective do we bring to this? Also, because we only do it once a week. Thank God. But we can also sit back a little bit and go, it doesn't have to be a hot take. We can just sort of think about it a little bit.
Do you feel like the week is sometimes I'll be like, that was the same week, that was only Monday?
Crazy.
It feels like a
It's
month
crazy.
ago.
It feels
Everything moves
completely.
so fast now. I feel like a weekly is almost harder in a sense in
I
my
actually
mind.
agree with that.
I don't think a weekly is harder than a.
It's more. It's
it-
less, actual work and production and all that. But I feel
Right.
like the,
you don't know
the
what
content trying to make it stick a week later is almost like
that's
people
true.
are like, I don't even remember that. Or like,
100%.
I already heard a bunch of jokes about that or whatever.
For sure. Like when we were the impeachment hearings last week, I mean, we were remaking the show Wednesday morning to tape Wednesday afternoon because anything that we would talk about from Monday or Tuesday was basically irrelevant.
That's what
which
we
is incredible.
Shot, yeah.
We're only twice a week, and we kind of do that all the time too. Where it's
Yeah,
like,
like-
well, like no one cares about that anymore because it already.
Yeah, like how
the,
do you
the news cycle is what, an hour now?
and how do you make someone like want to watch your show or listen to your show on a Friday if you're doing content for Monday? The whole world looks completely different. It's like renovated all that. It's very it's challenging.
I thought about that with when Chappelle's new special came out, and he
Yeah.
had all kinds of jokes about all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
But so much of it, I'd heard already because I compared it to like Chappelle or Shakespeare, but on Twitter, we're monkeys at a typewriter. And
Right.
like
Someone's gonna hit
if
it.
you give us 2 years, we'll get to a Chappelle joke.
Right,
Someone
right.
will find one. No, not me
Right.
personally. I'm not
No-
going to do that. But someone else will pick up the torch there. And I think that almost works now where that was with a year. I think it applies to a week too, where it's like
Right.
it's really hard to decide what's going to stick.
And you
a week
don't
later.
necessarily always want to be evergreen in your material too, because people really are seeking topical material now, like in a way that I would say they were not a few years ago. Like they want it to be fresh.
Yeah.
They really want it to be fresh. Like
crazy.
people are watching the news and they're watching like the analysis shows, like Rachel Maddow or whatever, like in droves in the way that they.
So
really
that's
weren't
what's
before.
funny. It's like, you know, you have this app, and I feel like the idea is to try to get people involved and engaged, but in a weird way, they are more engaged or paying attention more than ever. But I feel like in like the wrong way. You know what I mean? Like they're not
Right. Well,
looking at it the right way. It's all
just like another thing that we're trying to do with the app is to just kind of like practice getting behind a candidate, because like ultimately what really, other than raising like billions of dollars, which for sure needs to happen to like launch a kind of a credible
Which is
election
crazy in
campaign,
and of
which is
itself.
crazy.
Yeah.
We also have to practice getting behind a single person. Like there's so much infighting within the Democratic Party. Like it would behoove all of us. Like I personally, I would vote for your dog in the next election. I would vote for these earphones. I would prefer anything. And it's incredible to me that people would abstain, like seeking kind of like a candidate's purity, and think about the alternate, which is like not voting at all. It's just a good practice, like to get in the spirit of things. You could just I don't give a shit who wins the primary, quite honestly. Like I have my preferences, but whatever. I'll vote for whoever wins.
Yeah.
Anyone.
I was saying that the other day with I forget what we were talking about, but in regards to the infighting, where I follow probably a more liberal timeline than most people, or not than most people, but I follow a more liberal timeline than conservative people do. But and it always does. There's always complaining about someone, and I'm like, well, someone's just got to make a choice. Is that gonna happen?
It's within the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
Like, are people going to get behind one person?
Right.
Well, that remains to be seen. Like, I hope for. I mean, I pray for that. I don't know.
well.
I don't know.
I feel like these people are so. When
Can
you get
you
to that
imagine-
level, you're all so competitive in your own right that you don't want to be the one to
Sure.
step down or back out or back someone else. But
I
you
totally
probably
get
should.
it. I totally get it. Like, I get that none of the candidates are like spiritually speaking, they can't stand together now and go, look, we're all roughly the same with like a couple of notable exceptions. We're all like roughly aiming toward the same goal. So maybe we shouldn't like tear each other. Like they're not gonna do that.
gonna happen,
but
yeah.
if we honestly get to June and they're still fucking fighting, we're in big trouble.
Yeah.
We're so fucked.
What if we get to June and people are still joining?
Oh my god, incredible.
That just happened with Deval Patrick. Obviously, just joined us. I don't even know if it's official, but he was at I think it was Minnesota. I forget what school. He was at a college.
Yeah,
or something
two
like that.
people.
and no one showed up.
No
and
one
he was
showed
like,
up.
"All right, it's canceled."
I feel like he was at Morehouse and no one showed up. But they were like, well, we
Jesus.
didn't really advertise this event. I'm like, yeah, but you just, come on. Look at the name recognition alone. Like, you just have to hammer your name. So, like, name recognition is so, it's vital. Deval Patrick, come on. Get the fuck.
Hey, I'm from Massachusetts. Come
What
on.
are we talking about here? I mean, Bloomberg just announced he just threw his hat in, like,
Right,
on
right.
yesterday.
I get down with Bloom Beat though.
Sure,
Right?
sure, why not?
Got the money
Get
and-
it's gonna go
number one
great.
thing.
New York
Why don't
City
you
guy.
run?
Me, Jesus Christ, no.
I
That's
would
not
look
what I'm.
You're not a
for.
reality star, but a TV star. It's playing.
No, thank you. That's for people who want to do that. I'm going to,
Which is
over my
crazy, by the
own-
way.
It's crazy.
I think you're a fucking lunatic if you
No,
want to do this shit.
Oh, for sure, you're a lunatic.
like-
you're a maniac.
What percentage of it do you think of candidates are I want to help the world versus I want to be the president?
Oh, I think like often those two things are kind of together.
Do you think
and then
so?
Oh, I don't think so.
I do think that
I don't
there's.
think these people want to change the world.
I kind of do. I disagree with you on that. I do think they want to, and then sort of it more. I think then it can morph
Then you get
into
in the Oval
something
Office
else,
and
and
like,
then
oh,
you're
wait.
like, oh shit,
Yeah.
this is nice.
Well, I think it's funny with a guy like Bloomberg for like the longest time. It's like, I'm just gonna sit over here and be like a billionaire. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm set with like my private sector life where I'm
Sure.
like killing it because that lifestyle sucks.
Right.
Like you really do have to either be dedicated to the world or dedicated to just like your own crazy power. Like drive for power,
It's
whichever
very-
it is, you got to be a nut to do it. 'Cause
You've
I
got
think
to be
it
crazy.
sucks.
Yeah, you've got to be crazy. I'm thankful that there are people who are crazy enough to want to do it, I guess, because
Yeah.
I don't.
No, thank
No,
you.
Thank you.
What do you think they're gonna get it together? What would be your guess?
I have no
like
idea.
fast forward
They better.
next 4 years.
I don't wanna-
who
oh,
do you
God.
think? Yeah, I think that kind of says it all. though.
I-
The fact that you're even reacting like that, like to
Let me just
I
take
think,
a long, dark
We
sip
actually
of
have
this
vodka
water.
if you want that.
Yeah.
We are
And he's
sponsored by a
just
vodka
like,
show,
"Oh,
vodka
that's
company. We
nice.
can-
I'm just going to hide in that hoodie over there for about 12 more months.
What is the swear jar in the app?
Oh, it's our pack. It's the name of our pack, actually. Like,
But how do
we-
you? Oh, the swear. So it's not like
Yeah.
it's not a penalty to have to.
No,
go
it's not a
to the-
penalty.
Okay.
No.
What other late night shows are you like into? Is that something like
I don't really watch.
They all stink
I
except
don't
Full
watch.
Frontal.
I don't
yeah,
know.
like was
why
that
would I
was
do
that ever like a goal of yours to be like one of these late night shows? Or that just ended up being where you
I
ended
think
up?
it just ended up being. It just kind of fell into. I mean, not that I mean, I was doing the work for sure, but it wasn't like I was 20 years old and going like, one day I'm
Right, that's what I
gonna do this. I mean, I honestly thought that one day I would be like a really serious actress and be like Lady Macbeth. That was my goal for myself, which not achievable. So I
never
I
know.
got super lucky that like something that I'm really interested in kind of matched an opportunity that I had.
Well,
for sure.
I feel like what Jon Stewart did with and the Daily
Oh,
Show did with
yeah.
that whole the comedy and the politics was like
Incredible.
obviously revolutionary.
It was like perfect for me. Like for me as a viewer, when I was just watching that show from a great distance, like growing up in Canada, I thought it was incredible. It just spoke to me so deeply.
Yeah.
It's a miracle I ever got to go there.
It's actually Jon Stewart did such a good job with it that people forget that someone else hosted it, and I forget who it was. This is my
Craig,
point.
yeah, Craig Kilborn.
Craig Kilborn hosted it. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
Are you friends with Craig Kilborn?
No, I've never met him in my life.
Okay. Well, you said Craig, so I was like, oh, I thought it was a buddy of yours. Because that's
Oh,
good,
no.
because he's losing his mind on Instagram.
Really?
Yeah, he has like
What?
the craziest Instagram
Oh
stories
no!
now.
Why?
I mean, I don't. I've never really I've never listened to one because who puts audio on the phone? You kind of just scroll
Sure.
past things,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
But he's always just like
I
looking
love
off
Craig
into the
Kilborn.
distance, going on.
Really?
Yeah, it's
The
very
old school
weird
Sports
hats,
Center
weird
was-
glasses.
Oh my god, I gotta look.
Yeah,
Oh
it was
no.
juicy stuff.
No, when I got there he was not there anymore. He was long gone by the time I got there. But there are I don't it was not he was not a political person.
Yeah, that was not the right fit.
No, not the right fit.
The before we got going here, you both admired my glow, which I wanted to bring to
Yes.
light again.
Well, she admired it, and I more
did. You
admitted
You
it.
do
It was
have a glow.
there
You
because
literally have a
you're
glow.
basically indoor tanning in your own apartment like a fucking weirdo.
But I have one of those
Listen.
lights, one of the
Yeah.
the lights.
it's a
that-
tanning bed.
It's not a tanning.
It's a fucking
light.
tanning
bed.
light
Totally different.
lamp.
But I wanted. It makes me feel good in the morning, and I want to know what you do because you have such a difficult job. What do you do to feel
Well,
good in the
first of
morning?
all, I have one of those lamps in my Amazon cart, which
you
I was
gotta pull the trigger.
contemplating.
Press purchase.
But
Pull
then
it
I
right
was
now. It'll be
looking-
there when you get home.
Just
Oh
say
my God.
4-hour delivery.
I was turned off. Okay, let me tell you what turned me off. Is that you have to sit in front of it for 30 minutes, and I do not have 30 minutes to sit in front of a lamp.
You just do the emails in front of it. Do the emails.
Do
But I don't do the emails.
What does that mean?
Do the
with the
emails?
emails.
You just. I did it this morning. I
You know,
checked
the emails. Do them.
Just do them.
this morning I popped it on.
Yes.
I did the emails. I did.
How
many emails?
I just read them. I don't reply to them.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't even read them.
What am I, like 60 replying to an email? No. But the and then I did some research on our guests today, and
You were watching porn, weren't you?
I did not. It did.
Well, you do
And
have-
I tell you what, I feel fantastic. But it's kind of what we talked about at the start of this, where I feel like someone like you, and of course you're going to remember the Jean-Claude Van Damme film Street Fighter.
Yes.
But they create Blanca by putting him in a tube and just
Okay.
showing him images of war and things like that,
Okay.
and he comes out and he's a monster.
Sure.
And I think that must happen to people on shows such as yours. We have to watch so
I'm
much
a
awful
monster.
You're Blanca.
What you're
Are
saying
you gonna
is
become
I'm
an
a
electrified monster? Have you ever seen Blanca? Do you know what he's talking about?
I
I'm going to
don't.
pull it up just in
Let me
case you
just
haven't
see.
seen
Let me just
Blanca.
check it out.
But
I can
it's one of those things where it has to. I would think
like you
it
become
weighs
a
on you.
wretched, like you become a wretched clown.
Blanca's
Yeah,
a
like that's
legitimate monster.
Blanca.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
This is pretty much no makeup selfie.
Just mentally.
This
I
is
mean,
yeah,
where it
that's
has
the old
to
school
be.
one. That's
Oh
Blanca.
yeah, that's for sure.
That's after Trump wins the next election.
Oh my god.
That might be Trump after the next
Oh
election.
god. Oh yeah, that looks more like him than me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't feel like a retro. But I feel like I try to. I don't know. I fill up my like love reserves, if I may. I have kids. They fill me up with
You
joy.
have kids?
I do.
See, I don't think that. I have.
They don't fill you with.
Well, I have a child, but it's just inside of me, and it's,
Okay.
He is a
it's,
child.
It's
Oh,
enough
it's
to
just
deal
like,
with.
okay, I
like every
understand.
morning, it's like we gotta get out of bed, and my inside of me is like, no.
Okay.
And I'm like, we gotta get dressed.
Okay.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
I don't
we
need another
always
one.
said that as like an adult male, you
Yeah.
have every guy has like a 5-year-old inside of them.
Sure.
And your goal to be an adult is to keep that at bay.
Yeah.
He just doesn't keep it at bay. He lets it out.
Yeah,
My
okay.
kid's a stubborn asshole.
Okay. I understand. Well, one day your child will bring you joy. Your inner child.
Oh.
The
That's
goal
it.
is
Actually, you will have children, John. It'll just be
It'll just
you.
be like inside you, like
Yeah.
a Quato.
Where? Like what?
Remember that creature that lives in your? You know what I'm
like,
talking
like,
about. It's
pops
like
out,
it's
like,
just like a little baby Bjorn with a.
What's Quato?
What was the movie that Quato was in?
We're dropping a lot of
Anyways,
references.
It's a lot
that don't
of.
land.
It's okay.
I know what she's. I
Yeah,
know
you
what
know
she's
what I'm
referring
I
to,
threw
though.
Blanca. We got Quato. Blanca and Quato out there.
Let 'em
All
out.
right. Well, we appreciate you coming through. So the app is out.
It's out.
Totally unrigged primary
Totally
app.
unrigged, yep.
Available on Apple, Google
Of
Play,
course,
the
all
whole-
those
all that
places.
spot. And Frontal is still cooking. So
Yeah, still cooking.
Things are going good.
Thanks for having
Thanks
me.
a
This
lot.
was
Thanks for coming through.
nice.
Appreciate it.
I love your glow.
Turn around. Look at what you see in her face. The mirror of your dreams. Make believe I'm everywhere. Give it in the light. Written on the pages is the answer to a never-ending story.